invasion angle.
We're
Guess who's
here,
back?
back again.
It's
Episode 18.
We're
Episode
reporting
Invasion
18.
from
Angle.
we're reporting from definitely the day after WrestleMania. It's
Yep.
not 10 days after.
It's April 8th.
WrestleMania just happened,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
and I'm still like, I still have chills from Cody crying or something.
Yeah,
Yeah. I still
we're here with fresh eyes right now.
um I still have a little bit of pee pee in my tidy whities
Yeah,
after crying when Cody won.
John, you were there live for night one and two, or just night one?
Just night one. I
Okay.
should lie and say I was there both nights because no one would know, but yeah. I feel
We like to
obligated
keep
to
everyone in check.
yeah, I feel
Yeah,
obligated to be honest to our audience, you know. So
Mhm.
night two I watched from a hotel somewhere in upstate Jersey.
There you go.
Some
That's
Italian
the
food.
best place to watch it.
Yeah, I was able to just air it to my TV there, so it was cool.
Mhm.
Not too bad. Not too bad for night two, and I was nice and cozy in my blankie.
thank you,
And
Peacock.
honestly, I was pretty on point with my as far as my predictions went for both days. We just got a little sea sucked when it came to fucking The Undertaker coming out instead of Stone
Yeah.
Cold.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
Well,
I read that yeah, not to get into that like just so much, but that like that Undertaker thing like happened that day. Like I'm pretty like they were I think they were trying to get Stone Cold that whole like month or 2 weeks and they couldn't come to a
yeah,
deal.
yeah.
mhm.
He was saying like yeah, like 6 hours before like the main event or whatever started. So
Yeah.
like a little before the show started when he got there. But
Yeah,
yeah, because like hey, we'll get into it more, but I think it shows that Stone Cold's more willing to work with the old man, it seems like, rather than his contemporaries like Trips and The Rock. There might be a little
Hmm.
headbutting there, you know what I mean? Because I don't think he looks at them as anything more than equals.
Yeah.
So and probably yeah, wanted some fucking real moolah there. It's like
yeah, or probably just wanted to do something more than just a stunner, because the last time he went to Mania, it was like, it was fun, but it
yeah,
was pretty like, it was
the
a
Kevin
mess.
Owens match was cool. The Kevin Owens match was good
Yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
because he just wrestled like Terry Funk did like in his later years, like a lot of outside the ring stuff and fucking a
Hmm.
lot of power spots and brawling. So I was expecting that to at least do like a little 1 minute thing where he whoops The Rock's ass. Maybe they go back and forth a couple times, and then he stuns him and stuns anyone that comes into contact. Definitely would have been cool to see him stun fucking Paulie Dangerous. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's such a
yeah. Heyman,
they got such a
that would have
history
been cool.
together, because he used to be his manager back in the WC Dub days, and that would have been cool. But yeah, I just don't think they were able to get the job done. So let's just hop into Mania. We'll start night one, day I was there.
Becky and Rhea,
Um,
baby.
which was that was an awesome match to start the night for sure. Um, and yeah, it
I'd
was like
say this is my
it was.
match of the night.
I would say possibly, yeah, it was up there for me. And there's just kind of everything you wanted out of that match. You knew Rhea was going to win, and I think that's where she probably injured her shoulder a little bit, because that's why they did every time
Yeah,
you do a backstage attack, it's to send someone off TV to have a fake injury, That's why it was so
yeah,
Hmm.
fast and weird, and pretty sure it hit the other shoulder, the fucking thing, but I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure. And that's why it was so fast and zoomed in when they did it. It was, yeah. Um, she probably just, was waiting a week or so to get MRIs done and see if there was anything that like she could do healing wise, but probably getting surgery. But it was dope to
yeah,
go on. She went out at, like a pro, so it sucks because I know they probably want her to be champ going all the way till next WrestleMania, where she would probably lose it against Jade Cargill. That's how I would book it long term. But they
yeah,
obviously can do Jade with Bianca, turn on each other at some point. But yeah, it was a cool match. It was a good way to kick off Mania for sure, and people are digging it. And yeah, I give it a solid. It was a solid 4-star match, I would
yeah.
say.
I'd say so too. What was next? Because honestly,
This
I
is
think it was the
where
tag titles, right?
so dude, yeah, so dude, the crowd for that first match was like great energy, you know what I mean? And just like the middle of the show started kind of, nothing was bad, but nothing was great. Like the tag team title match was a 6-pack ladder match, and it was all right. It was
Yeah,
okay. Like,
I
you know
think
what I mean?
I got all my predictions wrong for that match. I think.
No, I
really?
thought you didn't you pick the same as me? We
I
both
don't think
said
so.
well, because I said that they're gonna end up having two different champs, and
I'm
that
pretty
A
sure you
Town
guys
Down
both
Under.
agreed.
Yeah, I said A Town
One
Down.
of you said Miz and Truth and DIY, I think.
So
One
maybe
of
that's
you
what.
said Miz and Truth and Outback Down Under
No, yeah.
Did
Steakhouse.
they
So
not win?
maybe we had one different, but yeah, I had
Who
A Town
won?
Down Under. A Town Down Under brought the titles back to SmackDown, like I said
Okay,
they
and then
would.
yeah, and Miz and
Uh,
Truth won. All right.
The
yeah, for the
awesome
Raw.
Truth.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the Raw titles. And it was okay. I
I
don't
don't
know.
remember.
Three, like exactly, dude. Like there's been so many great ladder matches at WrestleMania, so I thought they were gonna pull some great shit out of their ass, and I don't know, let me down. To tell you the truth, it was cool to see the Miz get the title and stuff, but it was just like I don't know.
There could have been more crazy ladder spots. Yeah.
Yeah, I
There was
don't
a
know.
couple that were decent, but
There was cool shit, but yeah, I don't know. It didn't like really have great story building in it, I would say, and
yeah.
like I would give it
Yeah.
three stars maybe, and that's being nice. 2.75 to tell you the truth, because it kind of let me down. And then the next match, this is where we went to a few matches that just could have been on fucking TV. That could have been on SmackDown. It wasn't a WrestleMania match. Like
Mm.
Hey man, quantity, baby.
but so Andrade, Rey Mysterio, with the rest of NWO beat Dirty Dom and Santos, which we didn't know when we did our predictions that Andrade was actually going to be Ray's partner, because Dragon Lee didn't get knocked out yet on that SmackDown. So we did pick
Hmm.
against them. But, as we've talked about, like we knew Andrade was going to be his partner for sure. It was Andrade and Rey Mysterio winning, because Trips is smart enough to bring these guys in and like give them wins, and
Yeah.
bumped
I
him. And
have a question.
Andrade looked fucking great. Like, so this match was like, I don't know, it could have been on SmackDown. It was nothing to fucking call home about. It was just like a TV match that went for 11 minutes, and it was okay. 3 stars maybe. And Andrade looked fucking awesome for sure.
I have a question, John.
Yeah.
Do you think that Dom is gonna move away from the Judgment Day and align fully with
With
the
Santos and
boys?
them.
Yeah.
Dark LW,
Evil
Yeah,
Evil
yeah.
LWO.
LWO.
Evo, yeah. I think he could. You know what I mean? Because that battle keeps growing. I think Carlito is going to turn on
But
the
so then
LWO and go
where do
evil.
you see Judgment Day going from there?
I think it's gonna take a while before Dirty Dom, like because he works within both. You know what I mean? Like he shows up on Friday nights and he works with
Yeah.
Escobar and them because he hates his dad. So like it works. So it works with both, because like they're basically a stable that's cool with Judgment Day.
You
So he
know,
doesn't have
that's
to fully join them. You know what I
he's
mean?
gonna have to come to terms with if he hates his dad more than he loves his mommy.
Yeah. Well, he could have.
Okay.
His if his dad would have just lost that match against Eddie, Vicky could have been his mommy.
True.
That's
True.
true. Yeah, that would have been better.
She's the mom of the year. Anyway, yeah, that was a good match. I enjoyed that tag match, Some lucha fun.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. Then after that, it was the worst match of the night by far, and my number one pick for the shittiest match of WrestleMania, and it
What
makes me sad
match?
because it
It's
should
the
have
Usos.
been, yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
brother versus brother match. That should have been that was like my dark horse to be one, like to steal Mania and be one of the best matches.
They probably didn't want it to outshine what the rest of their family was doing.
What, they don't want to outshine the two previous TV matches. Like
Yeah,
this is why
Yeah,
the
true.
crowd started getting killed, dude. Because like,
I'm not
and
saying
then
it's
there's like,
justifiable,
no,
but
yeah, but dude, it was 11 minutes long. It like started fast and then it was like slowed down. You thought there was gonna be like a finish, but no. Mr. Yi kicked out of a splash, and then he did the same thing to Jimmy, and Jimmy doesn't kick out, and that's it. And it's just like, really, this was like 12 years of build up, and
I like
never
Lil
fought
Wayne
each
though.
other. Yeah, the Lil Wayne intro doing a Millie was fucking awesome. That was the best part of
Yeah.
the match for sure.
I thought that he was gonna do a new song.
Yeah, he did that to swerve people. Swerve, swerve.
Got him.
Garments.
He really got me because when it was happening, I was like, oh, I heard because I was watching with our sister, and I'm like, oh, I heard he's coming out to a new song. She's like, oh, that's great. I love Lil Wayne. A Millie.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
awesome.
it's fine. It's a good song.
And then Lil Wayne started doing the yeets, which was cool.
That's great.
When he
Yeah,
got yeah,
I preferred Nick versus Matt Jackson on BTE 200 personally.
What were
dude. Yeah,
they? They were
honestly, for
wrestling or were
real.
they doing tic-tac-toe or something?
They were wrestling, kind of. Remember they did like a backyard match?
Did you ever see the thing when they're in the locker room and they're like acting out their moves the whole time?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know how to describe it. Anyway,
Oh, Mark
what
one.
else
Yeah,
happened? So yeah, that's probably the shittiest match of
but yeah, it
Mania.
sucked because like I don't know, you think just such a long build up to brother versus brother, and yeah, I
It doesn't
it
hold a
should have
candle to
it should have
Dustin versus Cody.
nothing does, dude. As far as brother matches, like yeah, I was expecting
Yeah.
something like that, honestly,
How
or
many other
like
brother matches are there, you think?
There was a good one, Owen
uh,
versus Brett at one
Hardy
of the
Jeff,
yeah,
Manias, I think.
yeah.
the
Owen and
Hardys.
Brett, yeah, Owen and Brett had really good. And the Hardys had a good one. Rick and Scott have done it
Remember the
before.
Hardys.
Mm,
The Steiner Bros have done 1v1 before.
Yeah.
Um, and then who else? There's other the
I
Von
don't know.
Erichs. Did they ever go against each other?
I don't think so.
Right? They always just stayed like
That's a good
they never
question.
broke the stable up at all. Like they didn't even
They're
have like
family.
a
And
no. Yeah, I just always wonder if there was like an angle where they're just like, I think I deserve the title. No, you. And then they like let's fight for it.
I still think there was enough time in like all their lives for that to happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really, just the backyard wrestling, I guess, is when they
Yeah.
went up against each other. Oh, I forgot to mention. Now it made so much sense going back to the rematch with her intro. Why she got the extensions in her hair the week before of Mania week, so she didn't look exactly like twins of that guy that sings the song.
Yeah, that guy was scary, man.
He was her twin when she has her hair slicked back, dude. Like I that this,
That
they saw that like they did a preview with her and like you have to put extensions in. You look
was
exactly like him.
that was Brandon Novak.
Yeah, yeah.
The
There's
dream
Novak,
seller
dude.
himself.
Yeah, the dream seller. He just opened a brand new sober living. Come on and join, dude, because like he was a pro skater by Nike by 15, but like he really wasn't, but he was, dude.
Hey, let him
Lived
have
by
that.
Yeah,
Okay.
let's just change this into a podcast where we shit on Brandon Novak.
yeah. That's fine with me, dude.
and then
Let's see. Do we have
I,
5 hours?
I'm
and then we'll have
shitting
a companion podcast where we uplift ban.
no,
Yeah.
I'm shitting on
Yeah.
Sweet Joe Franz for
True.
not making
Yeah.
us producers.
Yeah. He stole my dreams away.
He gave the money back at least.
Yeah, he gave it back, but my dreams are still
Respect.
stolen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Bam.
can we finish talking about WrestleMania?
No,
No.
dude.
This is all connected.
I
We're
want
talking
to
about
get to
Philadelphia,
Dynamite.
Yeah, we
Pennsylvania.
are talking about Philly. Yeah.
We're talking about the PA area,
Westchester.
right?
I want to get
Yeah.
to TJPW versus and what were they against? GCW.
Yeah. Well, before that, we have to go to the next
I w-
match that
can
was
we?
a TV match.
I want. I want to talk about Rakion versus Mustard.
Mustard always
Who
wins,
won? Who
baby.
really won?
Mustard, dude.
Always mustard.
Yo.
Okay. Go ahead. TV match.
Yeah, so another, this is why people were just not, they were losing their energy because then after that USO match, completely deflated everybody. Like it was Bianca, Jade, and Naomi against Damage Control, which 8 minute match. It was just like another match that could have been on Raw or SmackDown.
Hmm.
It was cool for Jade. Like I enjoyed it
Yeah.
because it was her debut and she looked awesome. And it wasn't a bad match. It was a good match for 8 minutes, I guess. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, let's just
Yeah.
give him more time, though. You're saying?
especially when it's a 3v3. Think about six
Yeah,
people. How much shit can they all get in 8 minutes?
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
But Jade looks super strong. So of course they'll keep booking her strong for sure. But yeah, it was just like one of those matches where it's just like the fuck. But finally it picked up, I would say. I thought the IC title match with Sami Zayn versus Gunther was fire.
Joe
I thought
Kuzo.
I thought it was gonna be longer though, to tell you the truth. It was
Uh,
15 minutes, 29 seconds the Sami Zayn match. I thought it was gonna be like a 20-25 minute match, but
Hmm.
I thought they got in everything they had to. And that like that brain buster he did off the top, like the top rope at the end was fucking awesome.
Yeah, that was so cool.
And that entire match, like it was just so fucking clean. Like everything they were hitting on it, it was perfect. It was just like watching a fucking video game. Like everything was just perfectly placed. And yeah, I couldn't say anything bad about that match. And once again, I was right. Sammy won. Yeah, I was
Let's
right
go.
about everything on day one, actually.
A1 ish.
Day
Yeet.
one ish. And that
Yeah.
and it was cool to see Sammy win the title. And you know what? We're dumb because we're like we would have definitely known if we just looked at that the next Raw, like that they're having a Raw in Montreal, like right at like the week after Mania. It's like of course, so Sammy
Yeah.
yeah, but he got the home crowd fucking pop for sure. But that's episode 19. We can't time travel that much. But yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
and then it led to, which I gotta say the main event was fun. 44 minutes long, which is cool. Like they really put a lot of time into it. And it reminded me of that old school Attitude Era type match where everyone's just outside the ring beating the shit out of each other. And yeah. And then everyone comes into the ring, they all hit like signatures and then just kind of keep upping things. And yeah, I'm amazed The Rock. Like, I mean, you worry when you don't like wrestle for that long and about getting gas really easy, and he comes back and it's a 44-minute match. So I gotta say that was pretty amazing. And yeah, I I enjoyed that shit a lot. What do you guys think about the main event?
It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I liked seeing Cody beat the shit out of Roman. I liked the five crossroads in a row.
we're talking about night one.
Yeah, wait, I'm sorry. I
That was like
This
night two,
is
buddy.
yeah, it's night two. I'm talking about night
what are we
one,
talking about?
the
Talking
tag
about
match.
the tag.
I thought that he pretty much it looked like he had Roman pretty fucked up, I thought.
Yeah, he did in the tag match. He did, and
Yeah,
then
that's what I'm
the
saying.
the Rock had to start whipping some butts
Yeah.
and give Mama Rhodes that belt. It was all for
Shit.
Mama Rhodes.
Yeah. I
But
like that Brandy's dad was chilling too.
yeah, we got to see
Yeah.
the Rock's ugly
He didn't help.
sharpshooter. Yeah,
It's his problem.
He's too big to be doing sharpshooters.
dude, I'm so glad he did the ugliest sharpshooter known to man. He just owns it. His rock bottom looked perfect per usual. So, but yeah, it was fun. I
You
like
mean
that
his
match a lot.
Uranagi? The thing that I just
Yeah,
learned about last episode?
yeah,
Hey, yeah.
yeah. Well,
Hanging out
his
with
is a little bit
Excalibur.
different. Yeah, well, his is like a alternate Uranagi because he like the way he jumps up and leaves his feet completely with them.
Yeah,
Hmm.
modified.
Yeah, he modifies it. But yeah, I'd say those last two matches saved the night for sure. And I was cool with that. And the opening match with Becky was great. And yeah, just the middle of it though was just a lot of great matches to start and end, but like the middle was sandwiched with shit. It was a
Yeah, a
fucking
bit of a
shit
shit
a shit
sandwich.
sandwich, but the bread tasted great. It
Did
was
you get
like
anything to
fucking
Did you get anything to eat, bro, at the stadium?
yeah, they did have some good options for me as a non-meat eater currently. They had this dope pretzel stand thing. They had these like pizza pies that were pretty pro. So I was sticking to the pizza pies and the
Did you
pretzels.
get the prime?
Oh yeah, I did the
What it
WrestleMania
tastes
Prime.
like.
I did not open it, nor will I ever. I can't.
I know what it tastes like.
What does it taste like?
Gum. Wait, what does it
All
taste like,
right,
Chris?
night two.
Night
You can't tell
two.
us. You can't tell us. I
Don't
thought
eat.
about drinking it for this episode, but I was just like, dude, I need to save it.
Nah, don't drink it.
Right?
Don't drink
It's
it.
go. It's going. Yeah.
It's probably
That's
going
your
for so much
that's your
on
child's college fund right there.
on
Yeah.
eBay right now.
It's going right next to my Buzzball from Workaholics.
There you go.
That's on open too. So, and dude, on the way out, tons of Snickers and C4 also. Filled
The
my
Wow.
bag.
C4 goes right in the garbage.
Yeah, yeah.
I would eat the Snickers though.
It's nice.
Yeah,
Like the C4 is
You
like good
know
when
I
you leave.
would.
Yeah, the WWE events, you're like so thirsty. Like when you leave anyway, that you're just the C4s aren't that bad. You just like chug it,
Mhm.
and then your pee pee hurts later when you pee out. Scary colors.
Yeah.
This says,
The Prime's going for like $50 to $60.
I should have taken a bunch of them, but they really were very specific about handing out one with those. The C4 and Snickers, they're just like open your bag and they just like pour them in. They don't give a fuck. The primes, they were specific about like.
Damn. This
So
guy has 8 primes. This is
I got
ridiculous.
Prime, baby. I
and
got
the
Prime.
and the prime looked awesome in
Night
the ring.
night two, guys. What's not? Yeah, Cody was trying to drink it. What a fucking goofball.
Yeah, someone has to remind him you can't drink it. You can't even open it. The
Yeah,
fuck is
it didn't look that bad because it wasn't painted. It was just like outlined.
Yeah.
yeah. Thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm.
And
Could have
yeah.
been
So
worse.
night two started off with a solid match, and Drew won as I think we all had Drew winning.
Yeah.
And then I thought the ending was I thought they did that really well with like
Mm-hmm.
Punk and like Drew being a D head, then Punk just beating the shit out of him with his arm brace. And then that was perfect for Damian Priest to cash in. And I thought that was a great idea and probably the best way they could cash it in. And it was very fluid. And
Yeah.
Damian then hits him over the head with the fucking briefcase too. So it's not like it took a lot to take Drew out. And it was a good match with Rollins. It wasn't anything to call home about. It was a 10-minute match, but it was good. And as I predicted, Rollins and Becky were going to be taking a break after Mania, which they did announce.
No, I saw Becky, but Becky's coming for the live tour right now.
Yeah,
I don't think
she
she's
she,
coming for
she
TV though,
yeah, she might do a couple more events
because I think
seemingly because she's all right. But
They're in Europe or some shit.
yeah, he in the UK. Yeah, they're
Hmm.
doing but they're not doing any TV events there, which I don't understand that. Like they
Like,
deprive the
I
UK
guess
so
they're saving
much.
it for.
Yeah,
Are they
well
doing like the
uh,
Clash at the Castle again?
that's why it didn't surprise me when AEW filled up the stadium for All In because and they will again this year is because the UK is deprived of like the main wrestling companies WWE and AEW because WWE once in a blue moon does a pay-per-view there and throws them a bone and usually just live events, barely ever Raw or SmackDown. Like it's
You know
weird.
another place that's deprived, dude? That is a market that no one's tapping into anymore since like
What?
2000s. Singapore, dude. Singapore. All
Yeah.
right.
Oh,
Come to Singapore, WWE and AEW. This
they
is my
should.
message.
What's the joke?
It's not really a joke.
I don't get it.
I just heard that like apparently they stopped going to Singapore
Uh,
since COVID for some reason.
how about
Yeah.
Christmore,
It's not a
Singapore? How about
joke.
that?
It's just a genuine. They're deprived, dude.
The Philippines
Come
definitely
on.
dig wrestling. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's they should do what they should do a fucking. They need to do SummerSlam in Hawaii or something, or on the Samoan Islands or something cool.
That would be
Have
pretty
some
sweet.
have some bloodline shit going on for sure. That'd be a dope vibe.
That would be cool.
Mhm.
Um, yeah. So
Island
moving
theme.
on. Yeah. So moving on, we got a back-to-back title changes to start the night out. So start out with a bang for sure. Um, the six-man, street Philadelphia street fight. Between the Pride, which is Angelo Dawkins, Bobby Lashley, and Tez, defeated the Final Testament, and that was fun. It was a fun match. I think like a perfect second match to kind of do, and yeah, it was fun. It was like 3.25 stars. I liked it better than like the TV type matches from the day before, and it was awesome seeing Bubba Ray as the special guest referee. That was cool as fuck. Shout
Yeah.
out to Bubba. Shout out
Which
to
was,
Bubba. Busted
because they're
open.
in
The
Philly,
booba.
it's like they honored Heyman for doing the ECW Hall of Fame shit,
Hmm.
whatever.
Yeah.
So it was cool to have at least like one person, that's alumni, because like so
Yeah.
many of the indie shows, like Joey Janela's Clusterfuck, fucking just the Mark Hitchcock Memorial Show, a lot of that shit was either like the one was at the ECW arena, and then other ones had like actual talent. Shout out Just Incredible.
Yeah, Justin Carroll's the man.
He's had a rough time, and
Only
he's
getting
on the
rougher.
mend.
Yeah, get well soon, dog.
He's on the
And
mend.
but yeah, it was cool to see Bubba Ray. I was hoping that he was going to go into business for himself and take the referee thing off and have an aces and eights vest on
That'd be sick.
and pull
And
the
then
Bully Ray
Gallows comes
necklace
out.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Then we get the aces and eights to Mr. Kennedy.
I
Fucking
did dig the glasses moment when he went.
yeah.
"Mm."
As I say, and Eric Bischoff's son was in aces and eights too, who's considered
Oh
Garrett Bischoff
God,
considered one of the if the worst wrestler of all time.
I'd say he's up there.
He's probably
I
number
don't know.
one for me,
You heard of
honestly.
Sean Spears?
Thanks, guys. Next week
Yeah.
we'll
10,
catch you.
10, 10.
10, 10,
10.
10. He has the power of the chairs.
What was the
Um,
there was I saw like a clip recently. It was like him as Ty Dillinger going 10, and then someone else, was it Brian Danielson going no, no, or no?
It's probably like a Royal Rumble thing.
It was Matt Hardy going delete. So they're
delete,
back. They
yeah.
were delete tenning each other anyway.
10 delete. And then the next match was LA
That's
Knight
cool.
against AJ Styles, which it was cool. I don't know, like they obviously put a lot into this story building up, and like it would have been cool if LA had some type of title match tonight because he's still super over, like incredibly over, which is cool that he hasn't lost any of that kind of doing like. But I mean, people like AJ, so an evil AJ has been a pretty good storyline for him as he's working his way up to the at the top of the card. And obviously got the big W, and he's gonna, we'll get into it later, but yeah, he'll be facing AJ again, I believe, but now to fight to be the number one contender for the title, for Cody's title, and I believe AJ is gonna win that, and that because that's a really cool first match I think for Cody to defend the
Mhm.
title at Backlash. I'm guessing Cody versus AJ Styles is fucking that's sick. Two
Yeah, that'll
Georgia
be cool.
boys. They
Bullet
go battle
Club
for
shit,
Georgia.
right?
Yep. Bullet Club
Yeah.
shit, dude.
They
Who's the
changed.
best?
Did AJ Styles have a new theme song?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Is
everyone says it's
is it
poo
good?
poo.
I don't
Is it?
I
I
couldn't hear it well enough because like I
it's
tried
like
to look it up
I
and I
listened
was
to like
just
I don't
like,
know when he came out. I thought it was
this kind of
I don't
sounds
know.
like a
It's
generic
yeah, it
Def
was a
Rebel
generic
song.
mid. Yeah, it is Def Rebel.
Sorry. Oh, how'd I know?
Yeah, yeah, and
What is that? What is Death Rebel? Is that a band or something?
I think
it's just
so,
like
right? It's like that
a
guy that does their stuff now. Because
yeah, he
Jim
raps,
Johnston
and I
is
think it's like a guy that produces music and a guy that raps too, and then the other band Downstraight or whatever that does Cody's song does a bunch of songs too. Besides that,
Yup. Yup.
whoa.
yeah. So I mean, it
So
was it was
yeah.
cool, and LA Knight, I think, yeah, he'll keep. I think eventually it's got to lead up to him versus Logan Paul for the U.S. title. I feel like it's SummerSlam or eventually him getting that title and continuing to work
Mhm.
his way up to the main titles.
He hasn't won
Um,
a single belt yet, right? Or any
no,
belt besides like the $1 million one,
yeah, no, yeah,
if
he's
you
never
count
won a
that.
belt. Yeah, maybe they'll give him the speed belt, but he didn't. He's not in the tournament, so
Speed belt Mike Bailey.
yeah. How is he? He should be allowed in the tournament. Honestly,
Yeah.
that was made
True.
for him. Yeah, and
Yep.
then so the next was the triple threat match for the US title. With Logan Paul with his boy Show Speed, and
I
he
show speed.
defeated
Arf.
he beat
He
Kevin
whooped.
Owens and Randy Orton, and that match was fucking super fun. Logan Paul matches are always a lot of fun, and always at least a 4-star match or more. And we knew
It kept
Logan would
my
win.
attention. It was fun for
Yeah,
sure.
it's always because like the his matches have to he's like it's created the way he has to wrestle is he's working off big spots. You know what I mean? He has to
Was
have a lot
that
of it memorized.
that one produced by Adam Pierce? Am I just pulling that out of
No, I
nowhere?
think it was. Yeah. It was
Oh
fucking
yeah.
dude, it was so much it was a lot of fun. Like I've never seen a Logan Paul match that isn't a lot of fun and one of my favorite matches of the night every time. They just always do such cool shit, and I love. Yeah, I show speed. Like I'm glad Randy, like when he just kicked him in the chest, he like flew like fucking 10 feet. I'm glad Randy was like a little stiff with
Yeah,
him,
he
which
didn't
I
let up with
loved.
that kick.
Yeah, yeah, because he's like, and even when he like
Yeah.
RKO'd him on the table, it was just like, yeah, dude, if you want to play with wrestlers, I'm gonna show you what it feels like, dog.
Yeah, but then I Show
Mhm.
Speed can go on his stream and be like, "Yeah, bro, they really kicked me."
Yeah,
You know?
I love
And
Yeah, it sounds
Ronaldo.
just like him.
I love Ronaldo.
what did you do an impression, dude?
Yeah, I like the good tweet where it was like, "This is a great time to be 11 years old." Like that match.
Ho, ho,
True.
ho. But yeah, the barking was fun. That was just a cool match. And then the women's title match, Bailey beat Io Sky, which yeah, it was awesome.
You
Bailey
feel
and
feel good.
yeah, it was a feel good for sure.
Yeah.
And she's coming a long way, and she worked as a heel for the past like what, almost 4 years now. Where we at?
Feels like it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a 4 year heel run, and yeah, and I'm glad she's coming back, but not as as a different face, not the one that has like that wants to hug everybody and all that bullshit. Um, she's got an edge to her for sure. I mean, like she's had to go up against Damage Control basically by herself a bunch, like the months leading into it. So her kayfabe power is through the roof, and yeah, I wonder if she sent the picture to Sasha, said,
Just fuck you.
Probably.
with the title, "You having fun over there? I hope you like
Sasha,
your 10
she's
million
gonna
deal."
she's gonna get her belt.
She better win all the belts. I want her to win the TBS and the AEW. She has to be the first double title holder for a woman. I want
That's true.
nothing
No one's done that.
less. Nothing less.
I don't think there's been a double singles title holder in AEW, has there? I don't think so.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't think there's been a guy who's hold two single titles at the same time in
That are
AEW.
that are just AEW, because like Eddie had the Ring of Honor, but that doesn't
Oh yeah, no, I'm talking about just straight AEW
just straight
titles.
AEW. Yeah, because then MJF had two titles, but one was an ROH and one
It's
was
just been
AEW.
once.
Yeah, no one's ever done that before. Like I could see Okada doing it. It'd be cool if he won the international title too, like a sick bastard.
Yeah.
But yeah, that really never has the, and that would make sense for her. Like it has to be big what she does. You know what I mean? She has to be dominant. I mean, the money they're paying her, like she has to be treated like Brock Lesnar for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so that led to the final match of the weekend, which was the story we all had to finish. Bloodline rules, Cody versus Roman. And yeah, it was an awesome match. We kind of started out kind of talking about being let down with Stone Cold, because it would have made so much sense if Stone Cold came out.
Yeah.
But it was still cool, and I'm glad like The Rock embarrassed John Cena in front of everybody and just whooped his ass and
Yeah.
rock bottom, and
Bald
then
Cena. He's such a hero.
yeah,
There's a really
he,
nice moment you could see that head,
The
that
jump
dome.
yeah,
scare. Yeah.
yeah, he's a hero for sure,
He should just
and
embrace it, man. Stop
I
trying to
think he
comb over
is.
it.
I think it's
Well,
just like
dude,
It's Hollywood stuff
yeah, well, I
of
think
why
he
he
Yeah.
doesn't.
doesn't.
I think he does embrace it though, just because if he didn't, he'd be getting transplants like our boy Cardona.
Yeah, you can see
You
it.
know,
You can see it on his beard and mustache.
he is no,
Um,
yeah. But it's whatever. Get hair transplants. Joe Rogan did it before. He said he hated it because it's like really painful and it like doesn't even last really long. He's just like, yeah, just go bald. Just be like The Rock.
yeah, we can't all be Theo Vaughn.
Yeah, he has that glued to his head, dude.
He's like Joe
He's a,
Dirt. It's fused to his
yeah,
skull.
yeah. Got
He
fused to
Um,
kind
my
of is,
skull,
yeah.
man. Got fused to my skull, man. Yeah.
yeah.
So Bobby Lee, I'm okay with you being Chinese.
He asked Bobby Lee if he wakes up feeling Chinese.
Yeah. And then Bobby Lee's just like, you've known me for 20 years. And you don't even know
He's
what I am, do
Korean.
you? He's like, yeah. He's like, you don't even know what I am. And he's like, listen, I accept you.
That's what I want to see in wrestling is more Bobby Lee.
Dude, I AEW,
He
they've
worked with
gotten away.
Cena on Mad
Dude, I
TV.
feel like they gotten away from the celebrities a little bit, and we're about to get to AEW after this final match, but I would like to see that. That was something that each week there would be someone popping off. Like remember the when we were in New York and Little Uzi Vert came out, with the acclaimed, like
Yeah,
shit
Oh
like
yeah.
that.
that was pretty sweet.
But yeah, so getting to the final match, Cody finished his story. We knew he would. Um, it was it was a good match. Like the ending was, there was a lot of a lot of shit going on, but the Undertaker was okay for me. Choke slamming him, even if he was in his fucking sweatshirt and Hoka's. All right. I mean,
Yeah.
okay. All right, for sure. You could
You
have
know
put
that
like,
he was wearing a Blue Lives Matter shirt underneath that hoodie.
yeah, but it was cool to see
Yeah.
Taker. And Taker, I'm glad Taker's down. You know what I mean? I'm glad he's not being a little brat like Stone Cold. Because Stone Cold
Yeah.
is a
He
brat. We
said something
shouldn't forget
like,
that.
what did he say? Undertaker. He's like, this felt like a good send off or some bullshit. He said something weird. I forget what he said.
Yeah.
Like
No, I know you.
a good conclusion or some shit.
Yeah.
Fair
I mean,
I was
enough.
like, I
that's how they,
guess.
well, that's how they always sell it to Taker and all the wrestlers. Like, listen, you do this, it's like, it's running a new era. It's like a perfect storyline. You know what I mean? The old era and the changing of the guards. Like, they've
Well,
done that 5 million
true.
times the past decade, you know?
I think, that
You
is
should just
kind
say
of,
he's jealous of Sting.
Yeah, he was
yeah,
jealous of
true.
Sting. He's just like, oh, Sting retired. Let me just get one
Just
more
say
in.
it, dude.
Yeah. No company would have given Sting. I mean, given Undertaker what they gave to Sting.
Who would you have?
Given a
Undefeated.
fucking
Yeah,
Dude,
idiot.
I'm trying.
yeah. So if you guys are, if you're Triple H, you're trying to get Stone Cold to do this spot, and he's being a dickhead. He's like, asking for too much money, asking for
Say,
too much
we'll
creative.
sponsor your fucking beer, asshole.
Yeah. So who would you? Yeah, that's probably what he wanted. He said, "Nope, sorry, Prime's in there."
True.
But
Who
who
would I
who
bring
would you have
in?
picked? Yeah, who would you pick besides the Undertaker? Who would you have brought in
Dude,
to do that spot?
Raven.
Rikishi.
Chris
Rikishi,
Jericho would have been good.
but the Rikishi
Him
was
and
screw.
Rock have
But
history.
but Rikishi screwing over the Rock though. It had to be someone that.
Getting his revenge for he's doing it for The Rock. He's like, now I'm not doing
Yeah,
it for The Rock.
you buried
So
me.
he, yeah, it would be him on Jay's. So he's on Jay's side basically.
Yeah,
Because
day one.
yeah, day one, and dude, I would have brought Gold. This was the one spot where I would have liked Goldberg because Goldberg and Hollywood Rock had a rivalry, and The Rock was
Yeah.
so scared of him when he's Hollywood Rock. So like, it would have been cool to see Goldberg come in and The Rock do his like scared face he used to do, and Goldberg would show up and take a spear from him from Bill.
Yeah,
But Bill probably wanted too
people
much
were
money
saying
too.
like Mick Foley.
I would have liked that too.
Hmm.
Just do a double on, but he got injured, dude. Now he got a concussion. Now he can't do his last match.
Yeah, but you can let him do a spot and then dip out.
Yeah. I don't know if the
He just have
concussion
to take a
happened
bump.
before WrestleMania weekend or not or after. But yeah, he did miss Osaka for
How do you
sure.
think he hurt himself? Just accidentally, or it's not like he was had a
Roller
match.
coasters.
Was it really?
I don't
He's a
know. He
fan,
just
right?
loves going on roller coasters. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Listen,
I
man.
couldn't.
If your head isn't on the fucking back of the seat on King Dakar, give
Hmm.
yourself a concussion.
What do you think happened to
Yeah,
Mickey at Six Flags, man?
What do you think?
He hasn't been same since.
yeah, it changed him.
Anyway,
And then the whole ride home, the first song that came on was Deftones Change. And he just
listen,
kept playing it.
the real winner of WrestleMania was the sponsors, dude.
Yeah.
Come on. Minute Maid Tequila or
Snickers,
something?
Minute Maid,
Aqua de Frescas? Like, why put that?
Prime,
Yeah.
Prime.
C4,
C4, Snickers.
American something,
Famitas,
American Home Association or some shit.
Monster
Yeah.
Energy,
I
A
think it was like a security thing.
AARP. Blue Cross Blue Shield
Depends.
Insurance.
DDP
Yeah.
Yoga,
Yeah.
the
DDP.
the
Woo
Garfield
Energy.
movie,
Yeah. So the match ended, and yeah, that's when Cody hit like four or
Pepsi,
five. He hit a bunch of the fucking crossroads.
Crossroads.
And I thought it was
Yeah.
solid.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it was better than last year's match, or would you think last year's main event was better?
No, I don't think so. I think last year was better.
Yeah.
But I think like it was a cool ending having all the old dudes and The Rock and the Bloodline, everyone get involved. But like just between Cody and Roman, like the in
That's what I
ring,
mean. Yeah.
yeah, I would say absolutely last year was a better in ring from them. But it wasn't bad. It was a solid match, and they ended it Mania on like a high note. Day two was like light years better than day
Hmm.
one, like 100%. But day one had those three matches that were dope. So but yeah, there was just a lot of filler bullshit. And day two, the filler matches in between, the beautiful sandwich they were fucking solid, all enjoyable matches, and I wasn't getting let down. And so what was your guys' favorite? What was the match of the weekend? What was the number one Mania match?
I mean,
Paul London versus Speedball.
Yeah,
okay, well, if we want to talk the whole week, then
yeah, we can do the
fucking
whole
Well,
week.
I'll be
We can
honest
do
with
the
you. I only watched the last 20 minutes of WrestleMania.
I
I'm
gotta
gonna
say,
be
man,
real.
so
I
so you
watched
got
on I watched along on Twitter mostly.
very
so
good
you,
match. I gotta say, Joey Janela's Spring Break as a whole was probably consistently better throughout than WrestleMania, both night one and two. Just saying.
I don't
yeah
know,
If
on
you
man.
put Clusterfuck in there too, because they had the Punjabi prison, my top match was probably, I think her name is Ram Kachow and
Yeah,
Danhausen.
that's her name.
Is that it?
That's her name, yeah.
Okay, hell yeah. Fought
yeah, it was a good
against
match.
Dan against
Maki Ito.
Maki Deathkill, which was just really funny to see like Nick Gage not taking like the gimmick shit seriously and just beating the fuck out
Yeah,
of them.
yeah. I'll tell you what my favorite match was and that was Alex Colon versus Danny D'Amato.
Wait, before we get into that,
Yeah,
I got this to show.
you have a sponsor?
Bang! Ranka Chow autograph.
Oh
Damn, when did you
shit.
get that?
Um,
She's crazy. She was like throwing
I
sand
think I
dust.
last
She
year
was awesome.
last year I buy like it's called BBM like Japanese women's cards.
Blackberry
Yeah,
messaging.
I buy them straight from Japan, and this was in it. So
that's
bang bang,
Wow.
amazing.
Ramka Chow.
Bang bang.
Look, watch, look, ready? Let's fight. Let's fight each other.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. So
Yeah, I also
there you
just
go.
love the dynamic between Gage and Maki. But yeah, John, what was your least favorite match?
Yeah, I was saying like Alex Colon versus what the fuck?
Don't put Julia Louis Dreyfus, okay? That's not wrestling related. All
Okay,
right.
sorry.
All right, right. Okay. Yeah, I was saying Alex Colon versus D'Amato is my least favorite match. Because they went into business for themselves and cut my fucking nose open. Nice 25, 30-foot shot into the general admission crowd. And just ate it. Yeah.
Put us in
But
your shoes,
Give us the walkthrough, the play
The
by
night
play.
the night thus far before his
yes.
ICW we're
impact.
talking about.
Yeah.
ICW in Williamstown,
And the H2O Center. So
New Jersey.
yeah, I got
New
general
Jersey.
admission. So every like the row setups are on each side, and general admission is basically in the corner. Everyone filled to the doorway.
Hmm.
So, depending where you are, usually maybe in the middle, and then you want to go outside for a break sometimes because even though it's chilly, it gets hot as fuck in there. And, I want to have a vape break and, yeah, do my thing for a little bit, get some fresh air. So then you come back in, you're usually in the back, and you work your way up to the middle. So, yeah, I was mostly in the middle of that, and it was a solid view. Um, and the first match that I really enjoyed was the Tara Zepp versus our girl Shaza Mackenzie. And that was
Hell
that
yeah.
match rock. Tarzep's really fucking cool too. Um, yeah, that was dope. And then Hoodfoot tore it up like a G.
He's the
And then
best.
and but yeah, all the matches were, it was the international death match tournament. So it's just everyone from all around the world. Each match had people from different countries. And then yeah, Alex Colon made his surprise return because he's been out for a while, I guess. And yeah, I guess that's why he was trying to get the rub on me.
He ended
But
up being at Wrestle Revolver's House of Glory like crossover show.
Yeah,
Wrestling Revolver, I mean.
yeah.
But that was interesting.
Can we stop like 5 seconds?
Yeah.
My network keeps fucking up.
So yeah,
But
so he came
yeah.
back
So
just
it's
to
in that
ruin you.
match. Yeah, well, and like they're having a good match. I'm just out, general admission crowd, somewhere in the middle. Um, and yeah, at one point they're just going crazy with light tubes or whatever, which is fine. But I guess it's because they were having ones that were double ones tied up or something.
Like a
But they were
bundle.
hitting like I think Alex Colon was hitting Danny Amano, who's in the corner. But like the end of the light tubes were like when they were breaking off, they were like hitting the ring post on the end. They weren't breaking to dust. They were shooting out like 7-inch shards. And the first time one shot out and it fucking everyone turned their head and it hit this like person in the back of the head. Luckily, like the soft side hit them. So like slapped them in the back of the head. So then after that, everyone and then they kept shooting out like over and over because they kept fucking doing that spot. And then the whole crowd, since it's so congested, everyone's trying to push back and get out and like move towards the back door because they're not stopping it. You know what I mean? And as that's happening, I like look up, turn back, and just ate one. And yeah, it was fucked because they didn't have any like ambulance or EMT there or anything. Which shows wrestling shows are supposed to have in New Jersey because they're considered a sporting event. When we went to the H2O show there, us three, they had an EMT outside, if you guys recall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
So, penny pinching, bad business shit, especially when you're doing a Wrestlemania weekend show and you're getting all different fans have never seen you before, but they're going to this because it's something cool to do, like on the weekend of all these shows. And so to like 10 feet to the right of me, there's like fucking 10-year-old kids, sitting on the fucking chair. There's, a group of women to the left of me. So it's just like, wow, you know what I mean? Imagine fucking hit a little kid or a woman or
Yeah.
something too. And like, yeah, like a half an inch from ripping my eyeball out. But yeah, and you would think they probably have some medical stuff in the back where the wrestlers are and stuff like that, and that they would send one of the bocce boy fucks to run up and fill their backpack up with it besides drugs, and
Yeah.
maybe
Something.
take some drugs out and give it to to kiss whoever's ass by giving them some gimmicks, and then put some bandages in it and run out. Be fucking useful.
Yeah, some antiseptic,
Yeah. Oh no,
something.
they carry the light tubes in. Yeah, bocce boys. And then I get better videos than them, and they of course don't want to collaborate or repost it because they run the ICW page. So what
The
can you do
shoot
when you're
never
when you're
ends.
what can you do when you're fucking turned away from the ICP crowd? You know what I mean? The gathering, the Juggalos didn't want them. They don't too scum for the
There's
Juggalos. So
no JCW that wants them involved. Anyway,
Juggalo rejects. And so yeah, so luckily there was this fucking awesome chick who was right next to me when it happened. Because as soon as it happens, I know blood's just already shooting out, gushing out. So I'm walking just outwards, and finally people are moving out of the way because I'm bleeding everywhere, like all over the floor, and everyone's just like, oh. And then like I walk by the front table where they do the tickets, and like people work there. And I was like, they just look at me. I was like, can you give me some fucking paper towels? Like, what are you looking at? Give me something. And they're like,
Yeah.
here's a paper towel. Like, oh, thanks. And I go outside. I'm just holding it. And then a little bit after that is when I started like recording some of it. And yeah, the British chick followed me out, and she's like, yeah, like I usually work as like a EMT at the death matches in the UK. And she was telling me like, yeah, I have like I have glue on me just in case whatever happens this weekend because I'm friends with a lot of these UK wrestlers, and I surgical glue tons of cuts for them. Like she was telling me like the week before, I don't know if it was Clint Margera or someone, one of the UK guys, that like his entire face got split open and she had to super glue it, well, surgical super glue it back. So that made me feel kind of I was like, all right, she's done this before. And I need to stop the bleeding because yeah, no EMT there, so I couldn't really I don't know, I guess I wasn't gonna I was gonna have to drive myself basically, but it was kind of impossible because the blood was just gushing out, and yeah, it went completely through my nostrils, so blood was shooting out my one nostril because it went clean through. And
Jeez.
yeah, and then she super glued it up for me, which is just nice to stop the fucking bleeding, and
Mhm.
then got super glued like, and then lost so much blood that I started getting like sweaty as fuck out there, almost like started to pass out. So then she was just still like no one was like helping at the place, and she was just like she was like ran it some like she ran inside and she was just like give me a fucking soda for this dude, get him some
Mhm.
sugar, and then someone had like a glucose shot, some other nice fan. I drank those and I felt good, no longer woozy from the lack of blood, and then watched the Cruel match
Yes.
and then I got up and then I fuck because I wasn't gonna miss Cruel. There was no
Yeah.
Yeah.
fucking way. There's absolutely no way I
Shout
was
out
missing
Cruel.
him.
His nose was falling off and he still watched your
Yeah,
match.
yeah, he's my favorite wrestler in the world. So like I wasn't gonna miss Cruel. And so once Cruel ended, there was another match after that, but I was like, I need to get the fuck out of here. Um,
You were
and then
feeling like Mike Jackson in
yeah,
that one
and I
music
was
video.
yeah, and so I was trying to go to and it was still bleeding a little bit too, because like the bridge of my nose, like kind of yeah. So then I tried to go to GCW for the culture, and I was driving there. I actually called Jason on the way, and like I got to like the
Yeah.
parking lot, and then yeah, just felt fucked up and still pretty dizzy and out of it. And then it was good thing because like a couple minutes after that, it was my nose was still bleeding again, and it was just fucked up. And then I finally went to my Airbnb in this house built in like 1802, this cool haunted house. And yeah, I was like, all right, I'll get some sleep and at least I'll go to NXT Stand and Deliver tomorrow, followed by WrestleMania Night One. And I like around 3 in the morning, I wake up and I'm just covered in blood and running down my whole face and body. So I had to drive to the emergency room at 3 in the morning, and and the only fucking place because in the middle of nowhere, Pine Barrens, Jersey, like the two emergency rooms were closed at 8 p.m. So the closest one was 31 minutes away. So I'm like driving there, like trying to like fucking stop the bleeding. At this point, I had like a hand towel I had to take from the Airbnb because it was fucking
Mhm.
soaking through paper towels or tissues like so fast. And so I got there and they just ended up being there until 8:30 in the morning because they take forever to do everything and they fucking got to glue it up again in the part that was squirting out. And then and then like it was funny because like trying to explain to them what happened, like they just didn't it
They
didn't
couldn't
register with
grasp the
them.
concept. Yeah.
And yeah, and I was just like I was like
Should have
wrestling
showed him the
shows.
video.
I did. No, that's
Yeah.
what I did. And like that's the only way I could give him context. And like the doctor comes in and like the nurse explained it to him because she saw the video and so he's like, so you're a wrestler, huh? I'm just like, no, dude. I was in the fucking
Now I
crowd.
am, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking yeah. But
That's crazy.
yeah, so it was fucking yeah, it was cool. And
Yeah, ACW is dope, dude. No one even talked to you from there.
Yeah.
yeah, it was cool they reached out. I wonder if the Bocce boy is the one that flagged the vid on TikTok too. Wouldn't be
Yeah.
You
surprised.
never know.
That's crazy. They just have a guy bleeding out after a show and no one says anything.
That's what I was
Yeah,
gonna say.
dude.
Hey man, if it was me, I would have started make a scene. I would have started crying and screaming, said, "Ow, ow, help, help!"
Yeah,
I would go right in the center of the ring. Ow, what's
yeah.
going on?
Well, dude,
Stop!
yeah. Well, my thing was like for Demonto and Alex Colon, I was gonna no sell it to the T. There
Fair
Yeah.
wasn't.
enough.
There's. That's why I
That's what I was
recorded
saying. You
it.
shouldn't have acted so tough, dude. You should have. It's
It was a no
hurt.
sell. It was a no sell
Hit him
because they
with
don't
the.
deserve that.
You're hurt.
I'm not selling shit unless there's some money. You know what I mean? But yeah, like you
True.
would think normal humans, they would be like, yeah, dude, here's your money back for tonight. Here's a fucking IC dub shirt, and we'll pay for your hospital bill or something, or buy you a fucking
Hot
buy you
dog,
s-
something.
buy you a hot dog or something, some
A
French fries.
Snickers.
Come talk to you, and
Snickers.
we'll hop on your podcast and do a fucking episode.
Yeah,
I'm a simple man with simple tastes. You know what I mean? But
we'll
now it's just
see.
like, but that's really all I can say without CM Punk present. So
Yeah. Yeah, but
Fair.
to this day, 10 days or 11 or 12 days removed, no one from ICW has talked to you at all, even
Nope,
like through
no,
messages?
nope, no one reached out to me at all, and they've
Awesome.
100% saw it. Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
I mean, the one video has like how many views at this point?
Well, it had like
Almost
27,000, and
30K now.
yeah, and that's with it being having a little eyeball on it. So it's only people
Yeah.
that go to my page. It's not really coming up in algorithms anymore. But yeah, that 27K in like the first 12 hours. And it's got
Hmm.
like around almost 10K on IG, which is a lot for IG, to tell you the truth, because yeah, there's just more people on TikTok across the universe.
Yeah, so
But
fuck
yeah,
ICW.
yeah, it's pretty lame because
Yeah.
PCW till I die.
yeah, it was one of my favorite
That's what we learned from
uh
this WrestleMania week.
wrestling companies, but now they've become my enemy. And that's fine.
Hey,
I have no
listen,
problem with that.
I can't wait till
I
they drop the ICW John Haran footage.
Yeah, I know, right? They have it from the
Yeah.
back that they're recording. Yeah.
the fucking John Zapruder film.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
See?
from a
Yeah.
separate angle, dude.
Like I said, we're kind of the same. I got hit with the that whatever that shit is. Not what's it's not Tupperware,
Big
but
plastic Tupperware, like a bin,
Yeah.
container bin,
WrestleMania week,
Rubbermaid.
what's
they
that
tried
shit
to
called?
yeah.
It's like a
A
Rubbermaid
Rubbermaid.
bin. Yeah.
I know
I
they
got hit in
tried
the
to
top
take
of the head.
both, and guess what? It didn't work. They couldn't take us out. And I
It's
feel like El
ridiculous.
Gringo and El Blanco were definitely behind
I
both
know
of
Soul
them.
did too.
Yeah.
Oh, they were easily.
They don't deserve it. Unless they're gonna throw us money for going to business for themselves to try to fucking get the ratings up. Like, sorry.
Listen, you guys think that's bad. I got a tummy ache while watching WrestleMania, so
Yeah.
grow up.
That's you. It's because you're eating you're
Yeah.
eating hot dogs.
The only thing that I hit was your
Corn
toilet
dogs.
with a huge paint job.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice porcelain paint job
you
for
gave the
sure.
yeah. There was definitely color there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's fucked,
Different
man.
kind of color.
It's lame-o. It's some lame shit. And it's just yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. But it makes sense why Brett Lauderdale has done what he does with GCW and ICW is where they are. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
one person knows how to do business and the other likes to be the king of the bocce boys, a bunch of fucking, jerk offs
Yeah.
that just chase him around
Well,
and
it's like
suck his farts. Danny.
we don't really have like super high standards, I feel like, when it comes to indie promotions.
I
And
don't have any standards,
when
really.
but it borders into a territory
Yeah.
sometimes. It's like, I don't know, where it's
I
just
think I'm
carny shit, and I hate to
yeah.
say that because I love the violence and the brutality and
Yeah.
I
No,
like
but
that
it's
style, but
yeah. But that wouldn't have
the
happened at a
business
GCW
dealings, the
show.
cutting corners, that's what's carny shit,
Yeah.
in my
It's
opinion.
it's like
Fuck you, Chris.
it's baby
You're
shit.
fucking carny
You know what I
too.
mean? It's people that don't know how to do business. You know what I mean? And
They don't know how to do business. And with that in mind, let's get fucking started on Dynamite. It
yeah, we
started with
are.
an amazing match with Penta and Adam Rated R Guy Copeland.
Yeah, wait, this is the show where like I
The
don't know,
TNT
like
champ.
yeah, no, wait, this is the show where like they just like try to have good wrestling matches, right?
Yeah.
God
It's one
forbid.
of them. It's one of the
Adam
three.
Adam Copeland was doing lucha shit. It was crazy.
Dude, that match
He
was
was.
awesome as fuck, dude. I
Mhm.
I loved it. I loved it. 4.5 stars for me, I would say.
Yeah.
Which is might be rating a little high, but it was a 20-minute match and it was fucking I don't know,
it was a long match.
beginning end,
I
cage
didn't
match gave
I
it a
didn't love
4.25.
the 20 minutes till Young Bucks shit.
I did. I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was funny, but it's like it was taking me out of like the match that was happening because I'm like,
I
fuck,
guess.
now I want to know what's going on with the Young Bucks.
Dude, cage match rated the Adam Copeland match against Penta a 4.25 out of 10.
Out of 10. That's crazy.
What? That's dude.
That's like two guys who don't have bad matches is Penta and Edge.
Well,
So I don't know
Yeah.
how.
Cage match has had issues with like AEW haters like fucking up with stats and stuff like
Well,
that. They
yeah,
put
it's
some little.
community voted, right?
Yeah, well, I signed on one day and there was like a note about it where they're just like they were trying to clean up a lot of people that were doing dumb shit. But
Well, and that probably had a lot of attraction from WWE fans too because of the Young Bucks CM Punk shit that happened on that
Yeah.
show. So
yeah,
Yeah.
That's insane, dude. That
It's a good match
that
though.
yeah, I loved Penta and Cope. The Cope Open's amazing, dude.
El
Yeah, I
Cope
like that
Open
shit.
for like
They're not doing it this week, are they? I don't
I don't
remember. I don't even
know.
know what's going on
Uh,
this week. Jason has all the
I got my finger to the pulse,
Well,
and
this
my
Jason knows
other
what's
no,
going on.
I think they're just
I
talking
knew
because
it
they have
was.
that their trios match at
Oh
Dynasty.
yeah.
No,
They're gonna
yeah.
go with Malachi.
Tonight though, it's gonna be Cope and Willow versus Brody and
That's
Oh
right,
dude, that
mixed tag.
matchup's awesome.
Yeah,
yeah.
mixed
So that'll be
tag.
cool. And
Yeah,
so that came out of,
We'll get into that. We'll get into that later.
we'll get
yeah.
into it. Are we ready?
We'll do a Dynamite preview for sure because it's right before it comes on. So,
Hmm.
Are you ready?
are you ready? So the next match was the 6-man tag, right? With Shane Taylor
No,
Promotions.
no, 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 no. The next segment was the Young Bucks, I thought.
No, wasn't it the Willow stuff? Was the next segment that
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm getting ahead of
because
myself.
Adam Copeland was like
Yeah,
tired.
well, that was a segment. I was saying like that the
No,
next match
listen.
was the six
Sell
man.
the team.
I got you. Okay. Edge beats Penta. Brody
Uh,
comes out and starts beating his ass with
Yeah.
Julia
oh
Hart.
yeah.
And then Willow comes out to Edge's aid. And Julia tried to spit the mist into Willow's eyes, but she like saw it coming type deal, swatted it
Yeah.
away.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Shout
And
out.
then there
And
was the backstage segment where they formed I think they're called the three chicken heads, Edge called them.
yeah, he's so
Great
funny
name.
still. He's always made me laugh. Never changes. Am I right? All right, but yeah, no, I
Uh,
love it. I love
I
it, but
don't think it was Chicken Head.
it was, dude. I
uh,
literally it was
It
the
was not,
Chicken
dude.
Hawks, Chicken Hawks.
yeah, that's right. We call it the Chicken Hawks
I'm
because
You ever
why
see the
watching too
not?
much
Chappelle?
Chappelle show, dude. Come
Yeah, I was gonna
on.
say
Yeah,
that's the Chappelle skit, the Chicken Head.
chicken head. I
Jesus.
like chicken head more,
So
honestly.
you can find those anywhere.
But no, yeah, I remember I was saying to you guys in our group chat, I got so excited because I thought that Brody was gonna fucking knock out Willow. I was because maybe he like faces up with her a little bit
Yeah,
when that happened,
they're
and
probably gonna do. Yeah, they'll probably do like a thing, maybe like a Willow will like pounce Brody or some shit in the match. You know what I'm talking about? That
dude,
move.
yeah, intergender
Listen,
wrestling is worth it, and it's awesome.
remember when Baron Corbin murdered Becky Lynch?
Yeah, that was
That
sick.
was fucked up. I
That shit
forgot
was
about
awesome. That
that.
shit was awesome,
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah.
that
It
was a
wasn't
good
as good
angle.
as when Nia Jax was in the male Royal Rumble, right?
That was
Wasn't that what
pretty good.
happened?
Yeah, Randy
Yeah, let's move
RKO'd
on.
her.
Sometimes I just don't know what's real anymore,
My whole
Sugar Sean in the house. Where did you get that wig? Is that from one of your recent short films you were in, dude?
Colin Tony, bought me this.
Uh, Link in the description.
It won't be, but whoa, what's going on with
yeah,
John?
it's just me. I'm
Whoa.
here. Yeah,
Yeah, he always looks like that.
What did
this
the
is kind
hospital?
of
What did the hospital do to you?
What
they
did they
changed me.
do?
They made me stronger.
He's a
I'm now
gopher now.
I'm a gopher now. Yeah, it's no big deal.
All
Tech has
right,
just gotten so cool.
So, which six-man tag were you guys talking about? Shane,
Shane Shane Taylor Promotions.
yeah, and Lionheart, Lion Hook with Shibata.
a lion fart.
Yeah, the, a
Lion
lot
Fart.
a big old lion fart with Shibata. Yeah, and yeah, I
It,
thought it was sick.
it was a cool
And
match. Lee Moriarty's always great. Shibata's always great. I dig. I like that they added a go-go, to the mix, kind of round off them as a trio.
yeah, I agree.
So
I'm glad a go go's back, big
yeah, I
time.
am. I am too. I feel like
Same. Oh,
I feel like
Johnson
we've been
dead.
waiting.
No,
Anyway,
I just have to have pillows behind me.
that's actually the bed from the film Auteur. Not
It
kidding.
is. This is the
Wow.
actual Artur
Literally
bed I'm
is.
laying in.
Link in description.
This
Link in
is the
description
actual.
after the Colin Tunney film.
Yeah,
I don't think that's.
Okay,
definitely.
I don't think that's on YouTube. To be fair though.
I'm done with this. We're moving on to what fucking happened in this match. So what
Yo,
happened was,
Shane Taylor's theme song goes incredibly hard.
I
oh
like it a
yeah,
lot. I'm
That's
glad they're,
too.
they're I'm glad they're putting him in the spot. Yeah, I love Anthony Ogogo and Lee Moriarty with him. It's lit.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
so what ended up happening is
A stupid
Jericho,
ending.
yeah, Jericho's like all over Hook being like, "Come on, man." Like who even knows what he was trying to tell him? You know what I mean?
Well, because the backstage segment before that, like Jericho's like, "Yeah, I'll do this, you'll do that," and then Shibata will end the match with a chokehold, and then they go out there and like Shibata's
Oh,
in
he
the ring. They
refused to
did.
let him tag.
Well, yeah, well, no, Jericho's holding him back because like Shibata did get the chokehold, but then all of a sudden started changing around, and then Hook's looking at him, and Jericho keeps arguing. But then a second guy goes in the ring from their team, and Shibata's getting double teamed. But okay, so why wouldn't that makes no sense
It
psychology
was the
wise?
timing of it
So
was a little weird.
so Jericho, like I understand if there's Shibata's alone in the ring and ends up losing, but when another person comes in, why wouldn't you both go in? One of you go into even the odds. That has nothing to do with the game
Yeah.
plan. If they're cheating,
Yeah.
it made no fucking sense, dude. And that like pissed me off for sure as far as wrestling psychology.
It
And I'm
could have
like
been
very
better if
loose with that.
Shibata was maybe even in like their corner. You know what I mean? He was
Yeah,
like in the corner of his team. So it's
dude,
like
it
they can
was
see what's going on in their peripheral and they're
yeah.
just so yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
exactly.
little hard, but
So when a second person comes out like in the ring, it's just they don't even the odds and they just keep sitting there arguing. It was stupid. They're like arguing and looking at the same time. And like, yeah, I just hated that ending. This Jericho thing with Hook, like I don't know what he's doing for Hook, but I don't think this is doing anything positive for Hooky.
yeah, I think it's just, the both of them aren't in like a title picture for,
Yeah.
I mean, he has the FTW, but for, reasons that make sense, I think.
Yeah, the
It's like
storyline just like confuses me constantly though. It's just like, yeah, this mentor role, but like
yeah,
that's
and then
why
like
what
he goes and he meets with Taz. I think that was on Collision, and he's
yeah.
like, "Yeah, I need you." He's like, "Oh, I can't always reason with him." I just love seeing Taz, so that made me
Yeah.
pop. But yeah, like
Yeah.
it's not.
I
I
don't.
don't know.
Yeah, and they just
It's
like
not
go
doing
back
it
and
for me.
forth, and then he's like, "I want to wrestle you, Hook," and like, I'm 18-year-old Chris Jericho again. Like he's being like I'm Lionheart. Like he's just doing his 20-year-old character, like a creep, and hanging out with
Yeah,
the
he
youngest guy, and like he's just trying to like live vicariously through Hook. That would be a funnier story,
he
you know?
trademarked some stupid ass stuff again, Jericho.
Yeah.
What
What do you
was it?
trademark?
I'm looking up again. It was something to do with like teaching. He he trademarked the learning tree, the the educator, the Jericho vortex, and and the rarefied air of Jericho.
I wonder if the
Interesting.
Jericho Vortex is going to be a new finisher.
I don't know.
Well,
They all sound scary.
it's
The one
interesting.
sounds like a
So,
stable name though.
what was the most recent Jericho cruise called?
Um,
It was
Uh,
5 Alive, right?
I think it was 5 Alive was the last one. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he should probably trademark January 6th for his next one,
Yeah.
you know, since his wife will probably be there.
Six and
he's
dicks, dude.
he's having the keynote speakers, Kyle Rittenhouse.
Jesus fuck.
That's
You mean
great.
you mean fucking evil Shane Gillis?
Yeah.
Oh, it's called Six on the Beach. Is actually what the sixth one's
Yeah.
called.
6 on the beach. Hell
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Getting
yeah.
Tucker
6
Carl.
on the beach.
Yeah. Tucker Carlson's doing one of his shows there too for X. He'll be
Fuck.
there.
And we can't even get out of the fucking boiler room, dude. What the
He'll be
fuck?
there. He'll do doing his funny Tucker laugh.
He'll be wearing a
Well,
bow tie. Little
I'm look cool
dork.
now.
maybe Taker will show up because of these awesome guests.
That is in his
Right up his
wheelhouse.
alley. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Okada came out and Okada addressed
Squash
Pac.
match. Yeah. Well, he did a squash
Oh yeah,
match
yeah, yeah,
too,
yeah. It was
which
forgettable, but
like why can't he do like like a 4 minute squash match against like someone decent and like from ROH or something?
yeah.
Like just do so like I why do like just like a 1 minute stoopy match?
Yeah, but
Uh
imagine being that enhancement talent. You get to go home and be like, I wrestled Okada.
yeah, I
True.
would have went into business for myself for sure.
That's what
wrestler.
Bobby always says. He said
Uh,
if he ever trained to be a wrestler, he would train so hard so he could have a squash match against Kenny Omega and then kick out.
yeah, exactly. Kick out at one. Kick
Yeah.
out at
Be
one.
disgraced forever.
And just start hulking up.
Yeah.
And just every
You
point
just
because
Yes,
he's
yes,
fake hitting
yes.
him.
get your ass beat.
Yeah, yeah. The ref would they would try to call it. They would have to do something. They'd just have to try to get you in
Kenny
like
would probably just choke you out, or like any wrestler, you know.
he
He
has to
probably
get you
just
in like some
died.
sort of submission move. Yeah, yeah. But speaking of Kenny, real quick, if we could throw this assertion in, he was
Do
like
it.
talking on his like video game live chat or some shit,
You know, typical
and
Kenny
he
stuff.
also
Mhm.
was speaking to someone, yeah, kind of like semi interview, but yeah, he talked about the incident at at Brawl Out or whatever.
Brawl in.
Brawl In, yeah, Brawl In. Sorry, I've
Wait, no,
always
wait, which one? Oh, Kenny on Twitch.
yeah, the first one,
Yeah, you're right.
yeah,
Brawl out.
Brawl Out,
Okay.
yeah, and he's just like, yeah, I picked up Larry like and got him to safety. And, like that was like basically how the fight went for him. Like he was just like, I
Hero.
just wanted to get the dog out, yeah, and he basically just like he doesn't really have an issue with Punk, so I guess it's really the Bucks and Hangman and that really have like the main issue with him. But
That's
yeah,
what
and
it
he
seems like.
says,
Yeah.
and then Kenny said he feels like he shouldn't be an EVP of AEW, which was like kind of sad,
Yeah,
but like an honest, it's cool how honest he always is because it's like I don't know, I get it because like I don't know, I feel like he's probably gotten a little bit tired of like that role and just wants to just focus on wrestling too, you know.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Maybe he
Can
feels like he doesn't contribute enough, I guess, to the role.
Yeah, and like he was super busy doing the video game stuff all last year too. So like
Hmm.
I'm sure like it was impossible to do that, and yeah,
I like the
and
idea of him, you know, his continued like involvement in the women's division, you know. That's pretty
yeah,
sweet contribution, I think, you know. But
yeah,
also, you know, there might be some truth in this, but also some work because it's like he wants to maybe distance himself from the elite, you know, and the EVPs, you
yeah,
know,
because what they're doing, yeah.
because they're
That's
jerks.
it's probably work.
Yep,
No, yeah,
exactly.
it's definitely part work, but I don't know. I think definitely to yeah, because it would be cool. He'll probably have to team up with FTR when he comes back to take them on, right?
That'd be weird. I guess it could.
Right? Because like who he's like they're gonna have to team up against those monsters, and as far as the fucking undisputed era or whatever, like I don't undisputed
Yeah.
kingdom. Sorry, the undisputed kingdom. What like what's going on with them? That's what I want to know.
They're
It's
farting
not,
around.
yeah, they're just kind of farting around, you know.
They're just like
Just
They
sitting
don't
in
even really have
purgatory,
Adam Cole for like every segment either, you know,
which
which
is
I
stupid.
they're
I get he's injured, but
he's
use
there
him.
for like
His
backstage promos and stuff I've noticed,
yeah,
but
well,
yeah,
I
that
know
they recorded.
Roddy just turned on Kyle O'Reilly. So that I think that match is happening at Dynasty.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, which is going to be a fire match. Yeah,
Which
and
is
I'm glad
cool.
they because it would have been easy just to have Kyle O'Reilly join them and just whatever. So it's a lot cooler that he's be cool if Bobby Fish shows up to help him though.
Would it be cool?
You get no, it'll just be cool because I know how upset you'll get, Chris.
Where's the lie?
It's
Yeah,
true.
But yeah, so Okada, he accepted Pac's challenge. I always say it wrong, dude. I just want it to be Tupac. So he accepted his challenge.
Three Pac.
3 Pack comes out and
3 pack.
he runs in the ring, but before or he goes to run in the ring before he can, the Bucks smack him around a little, and then only for FTR to intervene. So that's opening up for the setting up for Dynamite, the
Yeah.
Elite versus
Yeah.
Penta. Who are the other ones? Penta,
What Ray Phoenix?
Trenta.
Penta, Garcia, and
Trenta
Pac.
Barretta.
Dude, that'd be kind of cool.
Trenta Barrenta and Kenta.
Trenta, yeah. That'd be cool.
Dude, Trent
Yeah.
didn't go to Taya and Johnny's renewal of their vows, dude.
How
What
He
the
is that?
just
fuck?
Has anyone been
What's
watching
gotten
it?
into him?
that was my first time I watched it was today, episode 10.
How
What
is
is
it?
that? Is it a
Johnny
YouTube? It's
loves
a YouTube
Ty.
It's
show.
it's
Yeah,
It's a
it's
YouTube.
pretty
YouTube
funny.
show. Right? Yeah, I should watch it because I
It's a
love
little
Johnny.
painful, but I just
Yeah.
want to know what it was about. You know what I mean?
Do you guys remember the jobber's name that Okada took out?
Um,
Kevin Smith.
no. It was something, right?
Cristiano Argento.
That's
Yeah, that's
crazy.
easy to remember.
Is
Yeah,
he
right.
related to Dario Argento, the
I don't know.
director of the scary stuff?
I don't know, but he should be
Oh,
Sargento like the
Suspiri?
cheese.
What's that
There you go,
fucking name?
Suspiria. Yeah,
Yeah,
I just kept calling him
only one I've seen.
Sargento
haven't
like the
seen it.
cheese in my head the whole time now. You know,
Okay,
Argento cheese. That's pretty good too. Anyway,
yeah, I want to talk about the real stuff that happened on
yeah,
Dynamite.
dude,
yeah,
we're
Mariah
burying
May,
the fucking
Anna Jay.
headline.
That's what I was gonna say, but that's
No, well,
cool.
we should end with that, honestly.
Yeah, that's like the climax.
We're
Yeah, so
ending
we'll go
with what?
Mariah May against Anna Jay.
Okay, so
Okay,
yeah.
that's. I guess we'll talk about Punk. Like, who fucking cares? But
We'll go to Punk. But I'm
I want
saying
to talk about Windy City Riot, dude. That's what I want to talk about.
yeah, well, we'll get there, you sicko. But
Got
yeah,
a
so Mariah
paragraph.
May defeated Anna Jay, which was cool because Mariah May needs to get some dubs because she's not going to get wins usually against like Tony's opponents. You know what I mean? Those are the
Yeah,
matches
yeah,
she's going to lose.
because she's going
Mariah,
against Deanna Perrazzo
yeah,
on
yeah,
Dynamite tonight. So
dude, Mariah May,
awesome.
I love her, dude. She's so good.
She fucking rules.
Her
yeah,
and
I like
Tony,
Azumi
it's
too.
Yeah, she's awesome as
Is
well.
that how did I say her name right?
Yeah, I
dude,
think
it's my
so.
favorite. It's my favorite stable right now, honestly.
Yeah, it's
With
pretty cool.
especially with Luther,
Luther.
it's so good. And then yeah, Samoa Joe against Dustin Rhodes. That was cool. That's like a dream
Yeah,
match thing. I love seeing Dustin get a title match. That's really cool.
it was
Both Rhodes
decent.
brothers got a title match within like a week of each other.
Yeah, and both
That's
against a Samoan Joe.
that is I didn't even think of that.
This is
Oh
a
my
joke that
god.
Chris has made like 5 years ago.
No, I made I thought I we
Our real
yeah,
name's Joe.
Yeah, there's like,
yeah.
wow, there's both champions named Joe that are
Yeah,
Samoan.
the Samoa Joes. But yeah, I didn't we didn't put it together until now that like they both fought within like 5 days of each other for the title against Samoan Joes.
I still can't get over Trenta.
Is how much more can AEW copy WWE is what I want to know.
Dude, how much more?
It's the
Yeah,
other way
true.
around, dude.
No, yeah,
Dude,
because
we had
WWE did press conferences forever,
no, our Samoan Joe was champ first. Our Samoa Joe was champ first, and then you make a Samoa Joe
Hey,
champ.
our Samoa Joe was called Samoa Joe
Yeah.
first. So
And then sometimes WWE just has to show you how things can be done better. You know, for instance, Logan Paul doing Hangman's move the right way.
Yeah, but have you had a Woo energy?
yeah,
Come on,
drink
dude.
a Woo Energy and then drink a Prime and then tell me.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, we're gonna have to try the Woo Energies
have them
live
back
on
to
air.
back.
Let's take it easy, guys. It's getting a little heated right now.
Yeah. We're getting Woo Energy.
Getting a
What are we
little
talking about?
crazy.
What segment? Are we
Yeah.
talking about Punk yet?
We're about to because we just finished like
Okay.
Samoa Joe, Dustin Rhodes. It
We've
was
talked about every
fun.
Yeah,
single
fun
match
match.
and segment
Ended
except for
kind of out
that
of
one.
nowhere.
Yeah, it did end out of nowhere. I was expecting I was expecting more than a 9 minute match is what they got.
Hmm.
I was hoping for like a nice 15 minute like Dustin keeps coming close a lot more than just like this
Yeah.
couple small opportunities, you know, like really
Hmm.
put him over. Because Dustin looks great in the ring, dude. He hasn't lost a fucking step. Like he
Yeah,
is
he's awesome.
it's so good. Like I don't know, I love him,
He had a
man.
viral video this week too. I don't know if you saw it.
No, I didn't. What was it?
He had a video. It went at least on Twitter had over 10 million views. It's him feeding his dog steak and making out with his dog.
What the
Did you see it?
No.
Classic Goldust, man.
It's so
Yeah.
sick. He like he gives his dog a slobbery kiss over and over again, and then is feeding him a tomahawk
Uh,
steak for his birthday.
uh,
Amazing.
It was awesome, dude.
you gotta
Yeah.
make out your dog for it's his
I
birthday.
saved it. Yeah,
Thank God.
it's a dog's birthday. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
someone
because
caked the
it
sheets
made
up
its way
that
into like
night.
regular. Yeah, it made its way out of wrestling Twitter onto real Twitter,
That's so
and
good,
people were judging him.
dude. Come on, it's gold
I
dust.
said,
He
stop, dude. Yeah.
They've
he can do
obviously
it.
never seen Steve Sharipa, Bobby Bacala from
Yeah,
Sopranos, eat a watermelon and then give it to his dog, and then eat the watermelon
yeah.
and then give it to his dog.
Maybe we need to do something about this and like go. I need to
Yeah,
go on
that's.
Twitter and find this post after this, and we just all need to comment. Keep stepping like to the
Well,
Keep stepping
assholes.
I was gonna
and
say we all
kiss your
post
dog.
videos of making out with our dogs. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's not weird.
Like,
Feeding
yeah,
them
dude.
T-bones.
Yeah, yeah. Tomahawk, dude. Not even a
Yeah,
T-bone.
yeah. We just get
Jason's.
stuffed
Uh
animal
oh.
dogs.
Uh oh.
Oh God.
Don't do it. Don't do
Not
it.
yet. Not yet. That's for the patrons
It's
only.
it's not the dog's birthday.
Yeah.
It's not
You,
her
you,
birthday.
yeah, on our Patreon after this, we'll all be making out with dogs. So
Whose dog is it? Is that your sister's dog? Or is
Yeah.
that your dog or your mom's dog?
My sister's dog.
Okay, because I don't think you had a dog.
I don't have a dog.
Where did you get that dog?
Found his dog.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what else do we got to cover? Oh, we haven't even really talked about it. So the Young Bucks, for what it's worth, their
here it is.
presentation. What?
I no, yeah, I'm saying, yeah, this is what we have to talk about.
Yeah, okay, yeah, right
This
on.
is the big boy.
This is the big one.
I don't know if it's a big one.
It's big.
Jack it off. So anyway, why can't I find the words now that we've gotten to it, dude? So Punk
So they
was a
started off
jerk, dude.
nonchalant, just doing their yeah. Well, they started the segment off just kind of like talking about FTR and kind of their storyline, which they did throughout, and they which led up like and they really pushed before like actually showing the video. And then they like insinuated like FTR it was like their fault, which is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's kind of a good tie-in.
Mhm.
And then yeah, the video started and you can take it from there. I think
Yeah, so I mean the video, it's like you see a lot of hair playing with from Jack.
yeah,
He's
Mhm.
just kind of
yeah,
like doing this thing, like, oh, I don't know oh, I don't know. And then Punk is just kind of like doing this thing, moving his hands and like explaining stuff.
yeah.
And then like he like lunges at him, and then it like gets kind of confusing from there. He's holding on his curls.
Well, he gets him in a front
Going.
headlock for like almost maybe barely 2 seconds, and then Joe
It
breaks
looked
it
more
up.
like an iron claw to me.
He just had him like that for like 2 seconds, and then Joe broke it up, and then it's cool. I wish he had the audio because then it's like when he's yelling over the thing, it says him talking shit to Tony Khan saying he quits.
Yeah. And he threw a monitor at him, dude. Isn't
But
that cool?
did you see the yeah, it was like when Brock threw the title at Vince. That's awesome, dude.
Mm,
People need to throw shit at the owners just to put them in their place sometimes.
yeah. You're right. Okay.
You
From a
know?
workers' rights perspective, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, and Hook didn't
But
move a
yeah,
muscle.
I watched the video where they played Punk's audio talking, like of him saying how it happened, and it really is
Mhm.
up to the like what happened. But I don't know. I think it's cool they showed
Except
it.
the
I
part where
wanted to
he was
see it.
except the part where he's like, and I did the responsible thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
he
I'm like, thinking
started it,
that
man.
wasn't the responsible
The
thing.
one thing that was different from Punk's story is I don't really see, I don't it just, like Jack didn't really get in his face too much. I feel like he always
No,
kept the
not at
same
all.
He's
Yeah.
distance.
literally
Yeah,
doing the Blake Anderson hair flip.
yeah,
If anyone got anyone's face, it was Punk getting in Jack Perry's face.
yeah.
Yeah.
He walked up to
Well,
him.
yeah. But you know what? I'd
Yeah.
like to see it. This is what I mean. This isn't the fucking backstage at American Idol. This is pro wrestling. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but so it's like there's two levels to it. It's like I think both of them are wrong in this scenario and they're just being unprofessional, obviously.
Yeah.
And but like for the people to like choose a side like very adamantly, it's like, dude, come on.
There's really not a side to choose. I mean, it's like an argument between two guys about like something
Yeah.
they disagree on within the wrestling. So like that's why like Tony Khan going like I was afraid for my life. Tony should have just got in the middle. He should have got up and tried to get in the middle. He's been over there, like because
Mhm.
I don't know. You have a lot of grown men that and women too, like getting it. We had a lot of close fights with Thunder Rosa backstage and shit. So like
Yeah.
but yeah, you got to insert yourself and do something about it,
Shout
like
out Jerry Lynn.
because this isn't fucking. There is going to be fights and stuff like that. Like this isn't tiddlywinks. You know what I mean? Like this is pro wrestling. Like fucking only like 20, 30 years ago, like guys were still all had fucking guns in their like gym bags. Like
Yeah, but
it's and times have changed for the better for sure. They play more video games backstage and like do cool, just work on their promos and do shit like that and hang out. But I don't
yeah,
know.
I
They're gonna
mean,
have this though. It
to
is an
go back
aggressive sport.
to go back to what Kenny was saying, it's an art form. It's about creativity, Like
Yeah,
there's a reason why he wanted to be in a new company instead of in WWE because of like at the time the backstage like
yeah,
politics and just vibe, of like macho bullshit.
yeah.
So obviously like I don't know.
Well, that's why I think
You can't
Kenny.
have it perfect though. You know what I mean? There's gonna be
Yeah, no,
issues.
there is gonna be stuff like that, and like I don't know,
Simple
and
plan said it best.
it's a violent sport, and people are putting their lives and bodies on the line
Wait,
each week. So there's like a lot on the line. So like when things kind of go awry, like there's gonna be aggressive moments and people fighting and Eddie and Sammy beating the shit out of each other and fucking you're gonna have it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
and it's good. You should have that aggression, like, because it translates well when you can not be babies and actually do business with it. And like it when people see that raw emotion out in the ring, like
Yeah. I mean,
so,
Kenny, I'm pretty sure he said that he was willing to do a program with Punk
he
after it,
was. It was the Bucks,
but the
like,
Bucks weren't. Yeah.
dude. Well, Kenny said that. Well, that's what's cool about what Kenny said too in the Twitch thing. He said sometimes fighting is necessary, like
Yeah.
backstage with wrestling and stuff.
Fair enough.
He said
He saved
sometimes,
Larry, dude.
yeah. And then he got bit by fucking Psycho.
I mean, at least for the Kenny situation, like they started the fight physically, at least.
Yeah,
Like Punk
yeah,
was just being a piece of shit on the press conference, and
yeah,
they went after him
Yeah.
allegedly.
yeah.
So Kenny's right. Kenny wants to
Do you
be
think the
smashed
Bucks?
sometimes.
Do you think the Bucks gave Punk like real super kicks? Because
I
they,
hope
dude, that
so.
could fuck, dude. A full super kick, stiff from the Bucks would fucking hurt, dude. I'm sorry, especially a
I feel
double.
like
Like,
from anyone.
Yeah.
yeah, the Bucks
I
though too.
mean,
Their shit's
look at
fast.
Bill
Pentas
Goldberg
would
and
be.
Brett.
Oh yeah, Goldberg's probably the worst to take a super kick from. Penta's got a really him and Ray Phoenix super kicks are pretty devilish and fast too. But yeah, I don't know. I That's why I could see. I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility that Kenny goes to WWE one day, especially because he loves
I don't I
trips.
don't I don't think so.
He likes
I really
trips.
don't know.
He likes
I don't see it
Cody.
ever
He
happening,
likes the
dude.
roller coaster. I could see it because I don't know. Osprey's taking his place. Honestly, he fills his
But
slot.
it feels like this is probably going to be his last run, and like, what is WWE
Is
going to do for him
it's gonna
that
be his last.
AEW can't?
It's gonna be his last run in. I mean, I don't know. What was WWE been able to do so far for Cody that AEW hasn't? Same with Jade. Jade is getting
I don't know,
rocket to
but
the
they
Jade's
moon.
had one
I put
match, and
I
we
always
talked
put
about
it
how it was 8 minutes long.
I always
So
put an
She's
I
had three
always
matches. She's had
okay,
three.
right on, right
I
on.
always put an
She's
asterisk.
been fighting on TV every week.
I put an
You're right.
asterisk next to everything Cody did in AEW because that was Cody doing that to himself. I mean, he was booking himself,
Uh,
really. He didn't
Yeah,
yeah,
he booked himself in a corner by not
yeah,
with the AEW championship bullshit.
yeah. But I blame
So
the fans too for booing him
yeah, I
away.
mean, I guess, but I don't
It's
but I
know.
their
mean, think
fault.
of all of the other people that have crossed over. You know what I mean? It's like
The
it doesn't
goat
always work
Pillman,
out.
Yeah, Pillman's on TV now, and he actually has a character.
Yeah, it's better for
Sean
him.
Spears.
Sean Spears actually, yeah, I think this is NXT is the best thing for him for sure.
10.
Yeah, but Jade's like the first. I guess Pillman is too. Jade and
Yeah,
Pillman are like the first two people
yeah,
who are coming over that weren't originally WWE.
Yeah.
yeah. Well, then I mean, then obviously Punk coming back has been pretty huge.
Yeah, but it's just
Um,
like I don't. I'm more just to see like AEW like originals go to WWE
yeah,
before.
I'm
You know what I
just
mean?
saying
Yeah.
I want to
I
see
could
how they're
see
treated first, not
like
like ex WWE guys coming
yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Well, who do you think is the next like kind of
It's
main
always
big
been Riki.
person that
It's
would
always
jump?
been Riki. Riki
Yeah, right.
Starks.
But after Ricky
Yeah.
Starks, who would you say besides him, like outside of him?
See Wardlow going over there. I think everyone says that.
Yeah.
Wardlow or even Powerhouse Hobbs? I could see that.
They're talking about Hook.
Yeah, I
Hook
could
said
see that
he
too.
said he's exploring his options when his free agency comes up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Um,
Parties.
yeah, I don't care.
What's
Who
up?
gives a fuck about that?
Yeah, what is that thing? Is that connected to them or not?
What?
Like there was like some shit that they
Uncle
aired
I
Hattie,
think
on
I think
boy
I
SmackDown.
think
Hattie.
I think
You
Matt's
talking?
just trying to get Twitter talking.
You talking about boy
Yeah,
Howdy?
you're
Boy
right.
Howdy's back,
Because
dude.
he took it down like right after.
I've been telling you guys, boy Howdy
Maybe
came back.
I mean Matt Hardy could have come back. I
Thank
mean to
God.
that stable, which is like I think is the best case scenario for Matt Hardy if he came
Yeah.
back.
Uh, he
Because
can be
if he just comes back as like
he's the
version
vulture.
one Matt Hardy, who gives a fuck?
Nah,
But
Oh
like
if he yeah, but
him with
if
Uncle
he comes back
Howdy
in a
as
stable, yeah,
Broken.
it's fine.
Yeah. And
like
even
him
get
fuck
Jeff
a
in there as Willow.
tornado.
No, I
Yeah.
want to see Jeff's AW singles run without um Fat Hardy behind him.
That would be kind of cool.
Ed Hardy? Why can't they team up with Ed Hardy? Am I
That'd be sick.
right? But yeah,
Let's talk about the real shit that happened on Dynamite.
well, so I've got the rapid fire
What is
Well,
the real shit
also.
that
we didn't
happened?
even talk about Mina Shirakawa. How do you say her name? Shirakawa?
I think it's Shirakawa, you're
That's
right.
closer than
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah, dude. That shit had me hyped the fuck up.
I am hyped about that because they needed that because WWE's got Julia Gulia. So
Hmm.
Mm,
Well, no, she didn't sign. She was on a US tour, but from Stardom.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, but
mean,
she
I
came
could see
out.
some of those Stardom girls signing in the future for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
yo,
But
you want to give me 2 minutes to say what happened at Windy City Riot real quick? Like the
we didn't
micro
talk about
machine guy?
girls kissing.
Yeah, a bunch
Dude,
of
we got to talk about the girls kissing.
Dude,
yeah.
After
she
you, Chris. I'll
Mina
let you have the
gave
floor.
Mariah May champagne like Popeye spinach, and then she kissed her, and she hulked up. It was fucking sick, dude. That's all I have to
Kisses
say
have
about it,
power.
Hell
dude.
yeah, that's all that needs to be
Kisses
said.
kisses
She
have
hulked up.
power.
And I think that that really helped the vibe because things were a little weird after that bombshell
Yeah,
from the
I
Bucks. You
felt
know,
better afterwards.
I think we all
I wanted
did.
some champagne and some kisses.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's cool. Give the fans what they wanted. We wanted to see the
I didn't
footage.
get either of them though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but for real, that shit had me stunned. I was really confused at that moment.
Yeah.
mm,
Like
yeah.
wrestling started happening after that, and I was just like, I was still on the Mariah May thing. I was just stunned at what I just saw.
Some people are
Huh.
like mad about it because they're like, "Oh, like this
How?
is."
How
It's
could you
like
be mad about that?
it's like, come on. Well, because they always point to the it's a male dominated audience, and it's like
Yeah,
lesbians exist too, buddy.
I bet they
Yeah, it's
loved it
allowed.
too.
Yeah, a bunch of homophobes.
I don't think girls kissing is a
Yeah,
I don't I think everyone loves that. I don't think that's a sexual thing.
yeah, exactly. Just like guys kissing, it's fun.
Yeah.
Dude, Speedball kisses dudes all the time in rings, and we clap every time. Okay,
Every single
Yeah,
time.
god damn
fair
it.
enough. Mox
And then
won the IWGP
Okay,
Heavyweight title, guys. Are you not excited?
Mox kissed Effie once, dude,
Yeah, he
and we
did.
you
clapped.
did.
Okay,
I clapped, yeah.
we like it when people kiss in ring. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm
kiss the
sorry,
world.
man.
When was the last time someone kissed in WWE, John?
Uh I don't think
Exactly.
no, it wasn't too long ago.
Come on, Trips. Step it
Was
up.
it did Trish kiss Becky during their feud last fall?
You're right. I think that
I'm
did
trying to
happen.
think of some like
Or was that a
maybe
fan fiction that we wrote?
that might have been a fan fiction, but I mean Jade used to do that all the time in AEW.
Jade kissed Tay Mello.
Yeah, that was
Mm.
awesome. I want Tay Mello back, dude.
I think she's coming back soon.
Mello is money.
Yeah, where's she been too? Carmella's been out too, so she should be back soon too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, rapid fire.
We're at rapid fire. A few of these we've already touched.
Oh no, wait, Windy City. Windy City. I lied. I lied. I lied.
Let's just talk
Windy
about like
City.
3 matches from Windy City. You know
No,
what I
Windy
mean?
City's in the rapid fire, so we'll start off with that.
Okay, let's do it then. Fucking Riddle versus Zack Sabre for the IWGP TV title was good. It was
I
a lot
heard
of
he no sold the finish and walked out.
really.
Riddle
Yeah,
lost.
Oh,
yeah.
you're probably right because I was really confused what was going on because he like had to win with like a roll up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Riddle lost though, so that was
I
a
don't think
thumbs
he's.
down for
I don't
me.
think Riddle's coming back to New Japan soon.
Yeah, weird. Yeah, no, because I was confused because he did his move. I'm trying to remember what the move was. Whatever, it might have been Death Rider or something. But
Mhm.
fucking
But
yeah,
fucking
I was like that looked like that's where it was supposed to end. So yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, he's gonna be the MLW champ soon. So
yeah, that's what it looks like for him.
yeah, Riddle's a boss. He's the Combat
Yeah,
One champ too, which he won off of Cruel, which is sick.
hell yeah.
And then but yeah, and then John Moxley got the IWGP
Yeah,
title.
he defeated Naito.
That's cool. 10.
It was a
So he's
pretty long, crazy
ten
match,
ten.
and he was I feel like he was bleeding the whole time. I don't even know like when he started bleeding, but like it was happening and it was good. And
Yeah,
he
but
did
yeah,
like
that's a 10.
there was like a billion sequences, and they were like always punctuated by like Mox trying to do the Death Rider, and then like it would
Yeah,
just
Mhm.
jump forward, and it would be like, nope, he kicked out. So like they did that tons of times, but like it was earned, when he finally
yeah.
did win.
And then like
So
he looked
it
when
was
he was
cool.
bleeding, he looked like he was like an AI. It kind of scared me.
He looked pretty unreal. Yeah, he
Like
was
that
so
picture I
bright.
posted of him, the picture of him, and he just looks like an AI person. It's
Yeah,
awesome. He's
yeah.
gone to the next level.
There's other matches that happened, but like Nemeth and Ishii, that was interesting. But the one
Yeah,
I really
yeah,
want to get in about is fucking what's his name?
Jack
Jack
Perry.
Perry, dude.
Who'd he face?
He fought Shota Umino. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
but what about his jacket? Crimea
Yep.
River.
There you go. He came out with the
And
Crimea River
he had
jacket.
shattered glass pants.
That's
Yeah,
dope. But what's even doper is like he had major
His,
heat,
mhm.
which is like
I think he's in Chicago.
he was making the most of it. And
But they started cheering for him now. Then they started just like chanting
because he
Crimea
was
River.
he was commanding the fucking crowd,
Yeah, because he
dude.
was giving them the finger and stuff. Yeah, that match was
Yeah.
awesome. I love scapegoat Perry.
He hit the
I'm all
unprettier.
in.
A shout out to his real father,
Yeah, that's who turned him
Christian.
evil, dude. It's great.
And then he even there's a fart that I thought was funny was when he did like the fucking go to sleep thing, and then he did. That's how it seemed like the match was gonna end, but then he ended up getting choked out. But
Yeah,
he did the CM Punk, and the announcers are like, "Oh, he's ripping off Kenta right now. He's probably fuming wherever he is." And it's like,
yeah, that was
that's
good.
not what's going on.
Yeah, that was so good.
But
No,
I
I'm pretty sure that's what
appreciated
was
that
happening.
commentary. Yeah, I
Yeah.
really appreciated that commentary.
yeah, it was pretty funny. But
Yeah.
that
So
that's all
And
I
then
have to say.
he has
great.
dope merch.
Yeah, it was a great pay per
Yeah,
view. It was really dope. NJPW is lit. Very
yeah.
10.
consistent.
I hope they
10.
10, 10,
continue to
10.
do like a lot of American stuff.
Yeah. And if we're not doing tens for any of these on the rapid fire, I think we just do fart noises and I'll have them inserted.
Okay, yeah, you do a
Sharks.
10 or you do a fart. Okay.
Yeah,
That
shark
was a
fart.
10. So what else is on
Um
rapid fire?
we touched on this a tiny, but it was is Matt Hardy coming back to WWE to work with Uncle Howdy?
Yeah.
If he does, is that a 10 for you or what?
It's somewhere between a 10 and a
Uh,
fart.
like a 6,
Yeah.
maybe.
Well, I think if Jeff comes back too, and like they're one of the other creatures, and he's got like his apocalyptic four horsemen type thing, Uncle Howdy, and
Mhm.
there are two of them, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And it just depends what they do with the story, and like I guarantee they're doing a lot of the ideas that Bray had already done for what he wanted to
Yeah.
do. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited
Yeah.
about it, and I believe I do.
I've always believed.
And that's like another part of rapid fire. So it's kind of a two-part one is are we happy about Uncle Howdy, aka Bo, creeping back into the WWE? I say
That's
it's a
cool.
10.
That's a
I
10.
I
think
Yeah.
it's a
I
10.
miss Bo, dude. I fucking
I always wanted
yeah.
him, in the picture, and then he finally was, and then it's
His
very
brother passed
sad.
away.
It's
Yeah,
Hmm.
super unfortunate. So I think
yeah.
I think he deserves it. He deserves a cool spot.
And he's a great in ring wrestler, and I always liked his like characters on mic stuff. They just never gave him like, besides in NXT, he had the Bo Leave character and he went all the way to the top. But then when he got to main roster, they just made him do like mid card type characters. And even with that, he got so over with Curtis Axel as the B team.
Yeah.
And that should they should have never gotten over.
10.
Yeah, 10.
B team,
Next
B
one.
team. Go, go,
So
go.
What's our next topic?
next topic is so NBC News reported that apparently Vinnie Mac, aka Vince McMahon, says he doesn't think he'll get charged criminally, and that it's just going to be settled out with the victim in just regular civil court. So he said basically he's gonna have to do a payout, and
And sell
yeah,
out everyone that was loyal to him, probably.
I guess so, yeah. But he's pretty confident about it, and so do you think I had this question like a year and a half ago. I posed it to you guys. Do you think he's gonna start his own like a new wrestling company with Kevin Dunn?
I don't know,
I
but
mean,
if he does, it'll be a lot like that company Hulk Hogan tried to do, like that tour
Yeah. What if he buys
where it
XPW
sucks.
though? What if
yeah,
what if he
he
buys XPW?
he has the money.
That would be pretty funny,
Yeah, he
man.
sold all of his shares. He's literally just
Yeah,
got
so
billions, dude. He's
mhm.
chilling. Um,
Hopefully he just fucks off.
Yeah,
yeah, and that goes into we don't need him because we already have someone else bringing back a former wrestling company. That's Double J bringing Global Force back.
I thought you
that's
were
a
gonna say
10.
Tony Khan being
Then,
Vince Russo. I was gonna get really
10.
mad, dude.
No,
oh,
10
10.
Global Force
10.
Wrestling.
I'm excited about it, honestly, because Double J's got so many friends wrestler wise in the industry that will come in and have matches and make cool events. And yeah, I'm pumped.
That's a 10.
I guess it's going to be out of Tennessee still, or I wonder if he'll probably do shows around WrestleMania or SummerSlam
He's the only
weekend.
10 I see.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see where that goes. And Karen Jarrett co-owns it with him, so
10.
Thank
we we,
God.
we love you,
Love
Uh,
Karen
Karen.
Jarrett.
She's an
what
angel.
else? What else we got?
Um, what do you how do you guys feel about Leo Blackheart being back, aka Boogeyman Jr.?
Pretty cool.
I don't know if
Uh,
he stays around.
Yeah.
it's super cool. I love and he just drinks the black heart ooze from it or
Yeah.
whatever from the heart thing.
Every time he does something cool, he like disappears again for like
I
months. So
know he has a bunch of great matches and
I'm
yeah, he
hoping he sticks
disappears.
around.
So
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
I.
He switches his
A 10,
gimmicks a
10 if
lot
he
too.
sticks around.
10 if he
Yeah,
sticks around.
yeah,
Hmm.
I agree with that. A
Fair.
10 possible short in the future.
Hmm.
How do you guys feel about the new main stable in TNA, the system?
Fuck is that?
Who's
I'm
in
not
that?
part of your system, bro.
Who's in it?
Um, so it's Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers who are the tag champs, and then Moose who's the main champ, and then Eddie Edwards, his wife I guess is in it too.
That's cool.
Alicia?
But yeah, Alicia, yeah,
Yeah,
and there's
whatever.
yeah,
I might give it a 10 if I had seen anything about it, but for now, I'm gonna have to give it a
I haven't seen
yeah,
anything about that. That's crazy. And I'm
yeah,
usually up on stuff like that, and I haven't seen a thing.
yeah. It's I posted a picture earlier. You can check on the story. Of just
Hmm.
that Brian Myers posted, and it just says the system, and it's got all of them. He should do
I
stuff
like
with,
Brian Myers.
he should do stuff with Andy Samberg, like the from the throw it on the ground vid, where it's like, I'm
I'm
not
not a
part of your
part of your
system.
system.
That'd be kind of cool.
All right, we'll have to make something for him, help him out.
Um,
He's busy creating pros. All right.
True.
Yeah, he's
Um,
creative, bro. Yeah.
yeah. So next was for WrestleMania weekend. Um, over those 2 nights, there was 1.3 billion views on Peacock,
There you go.
and I'd say it's a 10. That's the
10.
Wrestling 10.
10.
Because, dude, for wrestling to continue to be good, the number one has to be really good too, and the two has
Yeah.
to be really good. It's the most dependent on WWE and AEW. Like this awesome renaissance will go as far as the both of them bring us.
How many views did Bupkis get?
Because that's what
How many views did Bupkis get?
they couldn't disclose that because they
It's
don't want to
hard
make.
to quantify.
I
They
hate that
they
they're not
don't
10.
doing
have
season two.
calculators.
No season
10.
two breaks my heart. That's a fart for me for no
Yeah.
season two.
Yeah.
And then yeah, that's our rapid fire. No, actually no, there's one last one. Sorry, would be remiss not to mention this. Big news. What do you guys think of the new World Tag Team titles?
Yeah. It's weird because the the screenshot from Raw, like on the actual TV, looks way worse than like the professional photos done of it.
Yeah, it
Like
it
the
does. I
professional
think
photo ones look better, but the ones that looked on TV looked really like kind of shitty.
yeah, I could barely see the red on the TV, but like when
Yeah,
they showed
yeah.
the actual shots backstage where it's like professional pics, like you can see the
Mhm.
red more and like it looks pretty cool.
It looks more defined with the
Yeah.
those like on TV. It looked like a mesh of just like gold. Like you couldn't even see
Yeah,
what the gold was
you couldn't
depicting.
see yeah, with the way the lights are set up out there, yeah, you legit couldn't see like the fucking eagle and all that shit, but
Hmm.
I'm so happy because the tag
It's
titles with the
it's
fucking Spartan
yeah,
helmets,
it's better than what they had.
dude, those are my least favorite titles of all time. There
Yeah, and they
isn't
were there
a
for
title I've
so
hated
fucking
more.
long.
Yeah, I know, and they just made all different versions of it. First, it was like the copper
The
bronze ones, and
bronze
then it
ones,
was
yeah.
those. It was so ugly, dude. I'm
Yeah, those
so
shits
happy those are
suck.
gone.
Yeah, I'm
So on
waiting
Smack,
for
yeah.
hopefully yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Hopefully SmackDown they release something cool.
Well, that's what's
Hopefully
cool. So the
I'm
yeah
hoping it's not the same thing but blue.
yeah. Well,
So
that's what they make it kind of seem like. But I'm hoping they go different in this in the way that they did with the world titles. You know what I mean? The
Make it a
Universal and the World
diamond.
Heavyweight. And because yeah, they distinctly said
yeah,
the world tag team titles. So the SmackDown titles are going to be the WWE team
tag team stuff.
titles.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Right on.
like how it used to be during once the WCW invasion happened and they split the titles up and shit for the
Mhm.
tags. They had the world tags, which yeah. So and then JR Show combined the titles a few times, and then
Hell
the
yeah.
Miz and Big Show did too. But yeah, I'm
Yep.
hoping it is something different than those, and
Hmm.
they're not just lazy like that. And yeah, we get something fucking cool,
Yeah. Mhm.
something more like
If that wraps up rapid fire,
It's
we
time.
this
no,
time.
I was gonna say we should mention the passing of the Mahoney Drive-In's Jeff, the projectionist,
Mm-hmm.
passed away, which sucks.
Damn.
Uh,
Rest in peace, Mahoning. We love y'all.
yeah,
R.I.P.
we'll be
They're
there
real ones.
this summer. It sucks that that had to happen. I forget what happened, but
I think it was
whatever it was is not
complications during a
good.
surgery.
And
Yeah, it
But listen,
sucks.
he
yeah, it
brings
was
a lot to the
sudden. That's what it was. It
community.
was like really so yeah.
And they're
So
running
yeah.
Real Rumble. So if you want to support the
Is
drive-in,
Mhm.
Do they have a date
come
yet for
on.
Real Rumble yet, or for this year?
July 21st.
I'm gonna have to come up for that for
As of
sure.
now, July 21st. It's a Sunday.
It's
I'll have to.
so
Because
on.
Look.
the last 2 years they changed it to it used to remember it used to be day one and day two, a Friday,
Yeah,
Saturday. I think they're just doing one day on a Sunday now. So
I was gonna just doing
that's
one
what they did
day.
last year. So
They better play Iron Claw.
They
I
need
wonder
to make
what
it
they do play.
two
They could play
days.
that.
They should make it 2 days and let you camp out there.
Well, I think that's what last year they double teamed it with Friday, Saturday was VHS Fest, and then
Yeah,
they
that's
did on
right.
Sunday. But it got rained out last year. I still went,
Yeah.
but I hope it doesn't
Shout
get
out
rained
Dan
out this year.
Champion.
Yeah, shout out Big Dan retirement tour this summer.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's another
Rest in peace, Jeff.
episode. Rest in peace,
Another
Jeff.
episode.
What's this
Invasion
R.I.P.
episode?
Angle.
18? 19? What is this?
18.
18.
19's coming in a couple days.
So
Oh
let's go.
yeah, invasion.
Invasion
angle.
Bet you love that sweet ass podcast. I am John Cena and I approve this message. Boobies.